my power. I have the high ground.
What?
I have the high ground.
What did you say?
I have the high ground.
Ready, everybody?
All set.
Hey, bud. Let's party.
Fade in. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Geek Plan, and welcome back to another episode of The High Ground. It's Saturday night, and we are feeling just right and ready to go.
Welcome,
Rhino,
everyone.
That
Tim,
was lame.
whatever. Who cares? Who cares? What's up, guys? How's it going?
Yeah, doing
Good,
all right.
good.
How was your week, Tim? Did you have a good week?
No, I didn't have a good week, but that wedding was kind of lame too. But I'm
you went to
wearing
the wedding tonight.
my Iron Man shirt because this house we were at felt like I was in Tony Stark's house where the wedding was. Like, you know, that view and stuff he has. And I took a picture. I'll have to show you guys. It was pretty
Sure.
cool. It was just all window on this one wall. And then it's like the lake. It was really cool. But yeah, the week sucked.
Damn.
My show last night was fun as hell. So that kind of made up for it. We had a good time last night.
Absolutely.
And we had a relevant time, I thought. So
Absolutely. Rhino, how about you? How was your week, man?
Yeah, not too bad. I didn't do anything for YouTube last week. Took a little bit of a break. I had a few things that I needed to sort out as well, so I didn't end up doing my stream. But everything will be back into gear this coming week. I'll be dropping some videos and, of course, doing my stream back on. When is it for you guys? Thursday night, isn't it?
Thursday night, yeah.
Yeah, Thursday night.
Tim, did you say Thursday night?
Yeah.
Thursday night.
Okay. That's what I thought he said.
That's not a knife. That's a night.
Yeah.
I love that show because we just get to go in there and just talk shit and
I know.
destroy stuff and rage. And
When this stupid
I've
shit
yelled on
that
that
just
show more than
keeps
any other
coming
show.
for Star Wars, it's like,
yeah,
I'm like the Dark Lord of the Sith. I spread my hate and anger to other people.
Unlimited rage.
How's everyone doing tonight? Steph, if you're in the chat, I know you just finished. Congratulations on monetization. That's unbelievably
Absolutely
awesome.
fantastic.
It's about fucking time. Well done. Well deserved. Brilliant. Everyone that came from there and obviously sent her super chats or helped her in some way on Twitter or even started watching her new channel. Thank you, everyone.
we had
awesome.
Andre Gower try to help out. So
we did.
Yeah.
That's right.
And
yeah.
he did it. Yeah,
He did. Yeah, that's awesome, man.
I think he really enjoyed that.
Awesome.
That I don't want to go off on a tangent, but that was so fun that night because then we start talking about Star Wars and he had all those cool stories about being able to go into the museum at Lucasfilm and he was fucking cool.
Yeah.
And he hates the sequels, the Disney
I know.
trilogy, so that was cool too.
I think that we're probably end up doing the Monster Squad watch party as an annual thing on the channel as part of the 31 Days of Halloween. We'll make that one of the staples because it's one of my favorite movies of all time. You know,
I'm telling you,
me and my brothers used to watch it all the time when we were kids. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. But yeah, I had a very busy week myself. Very busy. I got my computer back yesterday. My new computer is supposed to be working again, so I should be able to crack out. Yeah, they ran a bunch of tests on it. They replaced the logic board in it because for some reason it wasn't wanting to work. So, but yeah, it was been covered by Apple, so they replaced it and. I don't have it hooked up yet. I'm using my old one here, but hopefully it's going. If it does, man, the thing's a beast. I should be able to crack out videos a lot sooner. So I'll be getting some more stuff out soon. So yeah, but yeah, let's see who's in the chat tonight, man. We got a lot of people here. It looks like 28 people here. We got Legends of the Brave Bard by CT James popped in first. Says I may not be high enough for this ground. BRB. Also said that Tim makes a better Han than Alden Ehrenreich. I will agree with that. Absolutely.
Anyone does. So
I'm kidding. Teresa's here. What's up,
Ellen
Teresa?
is
Blake.
generous.
Trey's here. But is that toes?
Toes.
Wiggle your toes.
Toenail seeds.
I got 10 toes.
What's up with man? That's the okay. Yeah, we'll talk about that another time. Toenail seeds.
Christopher?
What's up with
Yeah,
toenail
Christopher.
seeds, guy? Apollo, what's up with the toenail seeds thing, man? What's up with that? What's up, Christopher? Cue Ball, what's up? Lord Runner is in the house. What's up, Runner? It looks like he had a good time on your show last night, Tim. You guys had a
Yeah,
good
it
time,
was
man.
cool. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Got an 18-year-old and two 45-year-old guys just talking about what are you laughing at?
Nothing.
No, it's just
And-
funny that that's the age gap and
Well, yeah, just talking about, getting different perspectives and stuff on topics. And it proves that people that age can have sensible positions on stuff.
Absolutely.
So
100% agree with that. Yep. Jedi Lukey's here. What's up, Jedi Lukey? I see he was tweeting about Ghostbusters 2 earlier. A lot of the points he's making, I agree with 100%. James here. Let's go, Radical Chads. What's up? SBK says, what's up, you think? Just because a guy reads comics, he can't start some shit? That's right, Brody. That's right, Brody. That's right. People in the chat, you can tell I've watched Mallrats for sure. Melissa Lord's here. What's up, Melissa? Apollo Patriot. You can't break your streak, Rhino, of watching the movie before trivia. You got to not
That's
watch
right.
it. Yeah.
I got to guess the whole way through it.
Yeah, I saw that too, Corey. She was definitely in shock, very happy. I'm just happy it happened for her, and the fact that it took that long, but the fact that YouTube actually reached out to her to figure it out and fix it. I was very shocked to hear that too, to be honest with you.
Oh, it's about time they
very,
did, though.
very shocked, yes. Debbie Lee's here. Hey, Debbie. How's it going? What's up, Subhuman? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Apollo, of course, says, yay, Tweelix. What's up, man? Timon is here. Subhuman says, Victoria is trash.
Fuck you,
Tim F says, hey, fellas. What's up, Tim F? Rhetorical
Tim.
Thrills here. Good to see everybody here tonight. Good to see everybody. Christopher says, man, Jeff, you look better with a baseball cap than a beanie. LOL. Well, thank you, I guess. I do have a new baseball cap I was going to wear, but I like this too. So.
what is it?
I need
It's
to
just
get
Justice League fitted cap for to the people.
I need to get a new hat. This hat's starting to get eyes, see?
I don't
noticed that.
wear hats.
How long have you had that one, Rhino? It's a long
Oh, a
time.
while.
Yeah.
Yeah, a long while, actually.
Here's some
Maybe
high
a new
ground
hat.
trivia. Do you know the only stream I ever wore a hat on?
Fuck. I couldn't even tell you that.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Christmas
wearing that.
trivia. I had a Santa hat on.
Oh, that's right. You did. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's true. That was Noit. Exactly. Pre Hindsight's here. What's up? I appreciate what you did in the Discord. He popped in there this afternoon and said that Mallrats was on Tubi for free, so that was nice for him to do that. Sonic Break Megatron says, I've been using tracking fobs to hunt down Autobot bitches lately. Got to use them for something.
How do they work? Can you explain to me how they fucking work?
No one can.
He probably doesn't even know. He's like, they're working somehow.
Is there some sort of receiver at the other end that these trackers actually track?
No.
Or is it just a thing?
No.
Magical.
It's like a PKE meter from Ghostbusters.
What's up? Radicalized Ryan here. Trey says, I'm drinking an IPA and drinking THC-infused lemonade. Interesting. Never
Wow.
heard of that.
THC infused.
Fucking California.
Wow.
Trey
Die
Kills-
hard line there.
Trey Corney says Halloween Kills is 5 months away. Dude, the marketing should be starting soon. You'll see a lot of videos from me as soon as that starts, man. A lot of
Wait,
stuff.
is October 5 months away, or are they releasing it before October?
It's before October. Is it?
Oh.
I think it's October. Yeah, that's 6 months. So 6 months, yeah, I believe. Less than
Gotcha.
that.
And yes, Apollo, I see all your memes.
You've been bringing the memes back. He was absent for a bit.
Mhm.
He was absent for
He's
a
been
bit.
busy making uniforms.
Yeah.
That's right. Soul Set says Snoochie Booty, y'all. What's up, man?
You always know
Dave
Apollo's
Myers.
making memes when
I
you
know,
see the
right?
tongues.
Lethal says Rhino looks gay. What's up,
Yeah.
Lethal? What's up,
And I said,
guys?
fuck you, Lethal.
What's up, Alex? How you doing, man? Yeah, we got about 30 people watching. Before we get into it, I want to pass it over to Raging Rhino. We kind of have some stuff to talk about before we get into some stories. So, Rhino, I'll let you go ahead and take it away, man.
So there's going to be a couple of changes. I am stepping back from the high ground. As of tonight, this will be my last official high ground stream as a part of the hosting duties of doing the high ground. Basically, it's just a time thing for me with the new job that I've got, and the changing of my stream, and just having time to be able to do some stuff for me. Yes, I'm sorry, everyone in the chat. I know it was actually a very hard sort of decision to make in regards to it. Like, you know, we started this with the Raging Geek Jedi show. And I know it can kind of look a little bit bad because Greg's left, but it's just the circumstances of life, really, that have come into play with this. And I'm sorry, everyone. It's not the last time that you'll see me on the high ground. I don't know if it's still going to be called the high ground. I don't know what Jeff wants to do with the stream from here on out. But you know, this won't be the last time you'll see me over here. I'll definitely still, you know, come by every now and then. But unfortunately, it is what it is. You know, I'll still be doing my stream. Jeff will still be coming over and everything. It's no bad blood or anything going on. It is literally just circumstances of life and living and what I need to actually just do. So I'm sorry, everyone. It's been a lot of fun, Jeff. You know, when we started doing this, it was literally us just talking on Discord and then deciding that, you know, I think what we're saying is good enough to stream it. So we pretty much started doing that, and it turned into a great experience and a great project. So thank you for everything that you've done, and you know, working with me, and I've enjoyed working with you. Tim, I know you came in halfway through, and I appreciate everything that you've done in the time that you've been, you know, a part of everything. And the chat, I can't thank you guys enough as well. I know I'm going to see you still, you know, this is obviously not goodbye. You know, I'm going to still see you in my chats and all of that sort of thing. But yeah, again, it is what it is. And I just want to say thank you to everyone. Yeah, thank you.
Blake, don't spoil it. Don't spoil it, Blake. Thanks.
Jeff?
But yeah, Rhino, it's been over a year. It's been a blast, man. I've made a lifetime friend out of you, and it's been really fun hanging out with you and talking Star Wars and talking everything and just having a good time, man. We're definitely gonna miss you here on the high ground for sure, man. But I mean, you'll be here whenever you can. If you want to come on as a guest, you're always gonna be welcome. So yeah.
For sure.
It's been a blast, dude. It's been a blast, man.
You know, and if you do keep this going, it's like when Greg showed up for like the anniversary stream or something like that. You know, I'm not going anywhere. It's just purely I need some more time to myself to do shit, to live. So
I understand that completely, man. I do.
Anyway,
absolutely.
Thank you.
Life finds a way.
Rhino, you're not welcome on the high ground or the spacing anymore, you motherfucker. You can just kiss our asses and fuck off, Rhino, you fucking cat. That's what I have to say. No, really, it's, you know, I actually joined your Discord after party and Ryan's Discord like a few months after you guys started, I think. So, and then after a few months of that, it's like, you know, we're going to invite this guy on. And I'm like, okay. So that's why I have this setup I have now. And then you guys started having me on more. And then you invited me, you know, to be on all the time. And then, it's, you know, why don't you be a co-host? So thank you very much for and Casual Rage and everything coming on my show. So yeah.
Rage is awesome. Yeah.
And I hope, you know, it helps you to find the time to do what you need to do in your life, because everyone knows that their situation is unique, and you just have to find time to do things, and we totally understand.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And again, it's not to say that, like, you know, well, Sundays for me, it's not to say that I'm not going to be, you know, seen. I'll, you know, do some streams every now and then if I can do them. So we'll, we'll just see what happens. I've just, you know, Anyway, I just need to take a step back from this one, and so again, the love in the chat, I appreciate it. I really do. I know there's a few people having a joke and a laugh and everything, and I love it. It's awesome. I love being the clown. I don't care that you make fun of me. I don't honestly, I don't fucking care. So again, thank you everyone.
Oh,
I'm a little bit sad. I'm a little bit sad now. Like now that I've actually announced it, I feel like sad. I really do. Again, when I started doing the YouTube thing, it wasn't like I was ever thinking that, I'd have 1,000 subscribers. I was never thinking that I'd be monetized. Yeah. I was never thinking that this was ever going to be anything bigger than 10 people in the chat. I didn't think that these things were going to evolve into what they are. And to have done that with you, Jeff, has been an honor, and it's been a real, it's been a lot of fun. And it's a little bit, like I said, heartbreaking. It's, I know, the end of an era, but it's that we move forward into a new era of whatever's next, the next step.
Yep.
So
I know. Anyway, for now, the high ground's going to continue with me and Tim. Of course, Mara will be on next week. I see her in the chat. What's up, Mara? She'll be back next week. She's got to get up very early in the morning, so she's going to be watching her niece, so she's not on tonight. But yeah, she'll be back next week, hopefully. So yeah, but Rhino, yeah, we're going to miss you, dude. It's been a really good time. I mean, we're going to stay friends, and we still talk to Greg all the time. I mean, we're all still talking. Always talk all the time. We have like a chat all four.
Yeah, we're going to be on all probably the time. Casual Rage in 5 days from now. It's not like he's moving. He can't move any further away. He's already on the other side of the fucking world.
I know, right? Yeah.
Go to the moon, and then okay. Let's talk.
Okay, cool. That sucks. That sucks. It's all good, Mara. It's all good.
That's all right. You'd be able to fish out another guest or something for next week. Then.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. John Beck for $2 says, "Congrats on the new job." Are you enjoying the job still, Rhino? You really enjoying it?
Oh yeah.
It seems like it's been better for you since when you got into that.
Well, it's a completely different kettle of fish to what I was actually doing. It's like you've got me selling cars and stuff like that, talking, interacting with people, doing sort of what I do best, to going to like a labor job and repairing and building bikes. It's again why probably a lot of people don't see me in a lot of chats on streams, because back when I was building bikes, I was able to sort of just have the headphones in, listen to streams, quickly write a comment, keep building the bike. When I'm at the dealership, I can't have my headphones in. I can't be listening to streams. I can't be doing any of that. So a lot of things have changed in regards to, everything in my lifestyle from what I was doing when I started doing the YouTube stuff to now. So I love it. I'm back doing what I know how to do. I can use my mouth very well, ladies.
I'm glad you followed that up.
Yeah.
Imagine Rhino selling cars. Buy this fucking car, you're a Yahtzee.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rhino's like, are you transphobic or something? Why are you buying this car?
No. I can totally see Rhino bullshitting his way through a sales pitch. So
funny thing is that the way that the way to sell isn't to bullshit. Like it's been this misconception from people within car sales, but it's also been the misconception from people outside looking in. There are the liars and the idiots out there that really don't know what they're talking about. But I don't work that way. I really don't.
Rhino, one of the things
I'm like you, Rhino. I was in sales. Same thing.
One of the things I buy for a living are
truthfulness and kindness.
Yeah, one of the things I buy for a living are autos. So it's like you and me are enemies.
Yeah.
Like seriously,
buy the car and fuck off.
Yeah, those guys. All I'm going to say is you're my friend, so I'm not going to say anything bad about them on this stream. But yeah, I deal with 2 different dealerships, 3 different really, and they're all the same, and they're not like you. So there's my compliment.
He's way onto my channel. Fuck you, man. I love Lethal. He's cool. He's been massive too for me. But I don't know. kindness and truthfulness. Like right now, we're going through a massive problem in regards to supplying cars because of the worldwide crisis going on at the moment. There's a massive backlog. If a person comes in and wants to buy any car at the moment, it's pretty much a 4 to 6 month wait at least, like minimum. And people are going to other dealerships getting quotes or whatever, and they're coming back going, "Oh, this person's telling me they can get me a car in 2 weeks." I'm like, "Yeah, okay." So they'll call you in 2 weeks and tell you there's been a delay for another 2 weeks. And then they'll call you in another 2 weeks and tell you there's been another delay for a month. "Oh, sorry, the ship got stuck." Oh, then they'll call you and tell you there's been another delay. There's something happened with customs or something like that. And it just goes on. And there are the salesmen out there that do that. Why? I just tell a person it's going to take 4 to 6 months. You want to buy the car or, it's a very different way of selling, but
yeah, we're seeing the same issue because we need like hundreds of cars a year and they're just not there right now. So
yeah, Solar Assassin, we import cars from everywhere. We used to make the Holdens and the Fords here until the GFC in 2008, global financial crisis, it was what sort of started the destruction of manufacturing here in Australia of cars, but it didn't really hit home until about 2 or 3 years ago, and it all sort of just came crashing down. And the government could have done so many things to stop it, so that we could have maintained
make Australia great again.
Yeah, yeah,
there it is.
But yeah. So we import cars. The only cars that we sell are pretty much imports. We don't produce any cars here
What's
anymore.
that French brand again? I've never heard of.
Peugeot.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Never heard of it. I've heard of some other weird European brands I've never heard of before, but not
Is
that.
that
So
only sold in Australia?
No, well, it's a French. It's European, so it's probably sold all over Europe. Apparently, they're all over Europe.
Hugo. Okay.
Hugo. Yeah.
It was the way you were pronouncing it.
Peugeot. That's Peugeot.
Okay, I've heard of it.
That's how we say it.
I've heard Pugo too.
How do you say
I've heard of it.
I've heard Pugo.
What do you call it? Pugo.
Pugo.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I've heard of it. Pugo. Yeah, I've heard of Renault.
Yeah, so I sell Kia, Pugo, and
Kia's badass. That's what
and Suzuki.
Yeah, Suzuki's big here.
Yeah, but see, now the Suzuki Baleno is produced in India, and you know what's going on in India right now with their massive outbreak.
Yeah.
So again, there's another car that just we're not going to get for fucking who knows how long.
Night, Mara. Thanks
It's all
for
crazy
See ya.
shit.
Have a good night.
Later, Mara. Anyway. But yeah, I'm enjoying the job. It's pretty awesome.
You know what we should do sometime? We should have like a stream where you try to sell me a car because I'm like a buyer and you're like a salesman and see what happens. Not tonight because I've had too much to drink, but
I could sign you up.
Did you drink at the
easy if
wedding,
you were drunk.
What?
Did you drink?
No, because it was an hour and a half. Well, it was an hour drive. So because I drive like 90 miles.
You didn't have like a beer or a glass of wine or anything?
Nope.
Like that?
All they had was wine, and I don't drink wine. So.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm not a wine drinker.
No, it makes me sick because the first
It
thing
makes
I
me
ever
sick too.
well, the first thing I ever got drunk off of, I was 17,
Boone's Farm.
and a friend of a friend was his parents were going away to some vacation, and he had this big house. So all of us went over there, and we were going to drink and hook up. My subwoofers in my car at the time, right?
Uh-huh.
We wound up not hooking up the subwoofers, so we just drank all night. I drank 3 bottles, count them,
Boone's
of
Farm.
No, of Strawberry Hills, which is disgusting, cheap,
It's
nasty
the same
wine.
it's the same level as Boone's Farm, dude. It is.
And 2, yeah, you're right. And 2 wine coolers, and I ate a whole 10-pack of Taco Bell tacos. Because back then in the 90s, you could get a 10-pack of tacos for less than $5.
Yeah.
And I went, what? Like The Exorcist, and puked.
Yeah.
And if I smell wine now, I want to throw up.
Yeah.
So I don't drink.
Well, I can't drink Southern Comfort for that exact reason. The first time I really got absolutely plastered and threw up, like projectile vomited because of like alcohol poisoning or whatever, was because of Southern Comfort. And I just can't.
Mm-hmm.
But like wine, I'm the same. I can't drink wine.
See, I
I
can't
can't drink
smell.
champagne.
Barf.
I can't smell Jaeger anymore because I drank so much of it when I was younger. It makes me nauseous because I drank we would drink so much fucking Jaegermeister.
I just stick to bourbon now.
Good
Not
Lord.
straight, right?
Yeah,
Bourbon's the shit.
it was for people who
I
started
like
doing
bourbon.
Red Bull. See, I can't do bourbon, man. I'm more of a clear.
I
Except
can't
can't-
do
I
vodka.
like
Vodka
tequila.
gives me a headache.
I can't do
You gotta drink some
scotch.
good vodka, Tim.
Oh, that looks good.
You gotta drink
American
good vodka.
honey.
Well,
can't do
we buy
scotch.
like $80
Scotch is bad.
vodka. It's just something in
What
vodka.
kind though? Like what kind is it?
I
I know
don't
what it is that gives you the hangover.
What?
It's the same thing that's in formaldehyde or whatever they put in there to do something with it. Yeah.
I can do tequila. I can do whiskey, including bourbon. I can do
Tequila, man.
brandy. I don't drink brandy straight, but I mix it with eggnog during the
Brandy.
holidays. But I don't know. Vodka kills me.
I can't.
I can't do brandy.
No.
But I mix it with eggnog.
I'm not a
and some
90-year-old
nutmeg.
monocle,
It's
so I
the
can't do
best
brandy.
drink you've ever had. So, what?
If I want to get like hammered real quick, I'll do like
What's some brandy?
cruisers. or
What's a
something.
cruiser?
What is that?
Oh, it's like lolly water. It's like raspberry and vodka
Okay.
in like a bottle. What would be your equivalent? What would you have over there that we've got here like that?
Schnapps or
Yeah.
or what's that other one?
Bacardi Breezes.
Peach
Yeah, like those things.
peach schnapps.
Oh,
Do you have-
those are
do you have-
fucking wine coolers.
Do you have like UDLs?
Those are wine coolers, what we call them over here. Right
UDL.
now.
Okay.
Yeah. Like Smirnoff Ice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
things
those-
that.
It's
yeah.
cheap
Mhm.
Those
alcohol
things
that
that
will
you
give
can
you a
just
hangover.
hammer
in a headache.
down, and you did, like if you want to get hammered real quick, you just scull a couple of those, and you'll be fucked.
And now
Well,
you got
right
people
now-
drinking seltzer.
This is a Modelo Chelada, one of my favorites. I wish I
looks like-
had Mexican food in front of me. What'd you say?
It looks so orange. It looks so like
It
it,
is.
looks.
Yeah.
It almost looks like an apricot.
What do they put in a Chelada, Jeff?
Oh my God.
Tomato. I like Zima when they brought it back.
I remember
3
when
years ago.
Zima came out, man.
I stocked up on it a few years ago when
we
it
used to
came
put
back out.
like
Are you drunk
Jolly
already,
Ranchers
Tim?
in them.
I'm not drunk at all. The only time I've ever been drunk in the past 5 years was that one night when we were celebrating.
Yeah.
I had a lot to drink that day. So it takes a lot to get me drunk because I'm like almost 300 pounds and I'm like 6'6". I got to drink fast because, your body will, absorb it and it'll wear off. So I got to drink fast and a lot to get drunk.
Dude, you're that big. I reckon you'd be able to pick me up with your little finger.
Oh, I guarantee. I guarantee. We'll do some, stunts and stuff like
Well,
that.
I'm
make
5'10".
videos.
I'm 5'10", and I'm not that heavy.
Yeah. It'll be like
Like,
one
I'm
of
not-
those small guy versus big guy wrestling matches,
No.
That's pretty good stuff, Tim F.
Well, my brother-in-law
Pumpkin
is
was
6.
really good.
My brother-in-law is 6'6", and he's a big dude, and we used to like wrestle and shit. So funny. We used to finish like dinner, and we used to roll up the tea towels after we've been washing the dishes, and they're a bit wet and stuff, and start whoosh, whoosh, trying to hit each other, and then it just turned into a massive wrestle.
We had
Massive
a
wrestle.
whole federation when I was a kid where we got like some scissors and cardboard and we cut out belts.
I can't.
Then we put foil on them. And then we took like markers and wrote, this is the champion name. And
championship,
they
yeah.
look
We
pretty
used to do
good.
that
They
too.
look pretty
We
Yeah.
did
good.
that too, man. We did that too.
And we had the music.
Mhm.
And this is when I was like
Entrance themes and
11,
shit.
not when I was a teenager, when I was 11 years old. And we'd wind up with like people would just be walking by and they would stop and watch and stuff. And we got all the mattresses like from our backyard furniture, and that was the ring. And it was
Well,
real though,
And
but it
then-
was real because it was all submission. Like, you would put someone like in the hammerlock and be like,
Yeah.
oh,
you
I
gotta
can
make them
because
submit.
we would have broken their arm,
Yeah.
So it wasn't like predetermined matches or anything like
Well,
that.
at least
But we're
you
not
were
going
a
to knock
kid-
them out and pin them 1, 2, 3.
At least you were a kid when you did that. Me and my
Yeah,
mates
not an
about-
adult.
And me and my mates about 5 or 10 years ago, we made this little trophy, and it's like got this toy car on top of it. It's literally made out of a couple of pieces of wood that are bolted together with a toy car on top. And we all went out and bought like remote
You can
control
find it, get
cars. We all went out and bought remote control cars, and like there was this racetrack that we sort of invented near my mate's place, and we would do these races, and then like whoever wins gets the trophy. But yeah,
nice,
big kids. I also bought a remote control boat because I got this lake just out here. That's a lot of fun to use.
I had a remote control boat when I was younger. Yeah, I did too.
But hey, to amend that, Soul Assassin, it was backyard wrestling before backyard wrestling was cool, because it didn't become like a thing until the late 90s. And I was doing this shit in like 88, I think it was. So,
I never used to like set up a thing. It was so funny. The house was actually sold. The house that we were in was just sold, right? And we had some friends over for dinner and all this kind of stuff. And I was actually quite young. I probably would have been about maybe 10 years old. And me and the son of the family, his name was Daniel, we were running around the house, and we were sort of wrestling and beating each other up a little bit and, doing what boys do. Anyway, I ran into my room and I'm jumping on my bed and I'm like, come get me like this, like, and he came charging at me and he speared me to the point where I actually went through the window. The curtain was closed, and we went through the window, the one that had the fly screen in it, or I don't know if you guys call it a fly screen. You guys got fly screens? Anyway,
screen,
it had the wire screen. Anyway, I'm literally sitting in the window frame like this with him half speared me, and we've gone through the window. Our parents had to come in and actually pull us off because I was sort of half stuck. Because of the way the curtain was, it was so funny. I got in so much trouble though.
So here's one that pissed me off. So before we kind of organized it outside with the sign and the belts and the mattresses and all that stuff, we were just in my living room after school, just like we would turn on ESPN because wrestling was on ESPN at the time, like all afternoon. Yeah. And we would turn that on and start wrestling. So you know how like some wrestlers had an animal, like Jake the Snake had snakes and all that shit. So one day this kid was like, I'm going to be the cat guy or something. And you know how they'd use their animal? He took my black cat and he threw the cat at me. And you know what cats do when you do something like that? I wound up with a gash on my back that went all the way down, and I was like bleeding. And I'm like, yeah, that wasn't a good idea. So that kid was a big time pussy. So I wound up punching him in the stomach, pushing him on the ground, and then I climbed up on top of my couch and I did like a Macho Man Randy Savage elbow on him, and I hurt him. So, but then my mother had to like patch me up because that cat just
cats don't like being thrown like that. No.
You ever like
Rhino knows because he's tried.
You ever done like a DDT to someone into like a pool?
Oh yeah,
man, so good. You just run and then you grab him on the way through and bang, you just rip him into the pool.
Yeah,
fucking so awesome.
Me and Jason got some friends that actually wrestle in our local wrestling alliance down here at the Coliseum too, and they go around Kentucky and like Ohio and other states and shit. It's pretty cool, man. I need to go see some matches. And they get on like their Facebooks and they cut promos and shit like against each other. It's fun as hell. One of our friends has a ladder match coming up too, so that'll be fun.
That's cool.
That's dangerous too.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Daniel, I did. Did you see his Iceman redesign? You did? That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
You mean which redesign? Redesign of what? The new Iceman or?
Can I share it, Daniel?
I see why not. Sure.
But is it a redesign of that new art that came out?
Yeah.
Okay. The one that they showed on Full Aussie.
Hold up. I won't pull up that chat. I'll just pull it out of that chat. Okay, cool. There we go. I'll pull it up here. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good, Daniel. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
There you go. I like it.
Pride Month.
Is he still gay?
I feel so empowered in that photo.
It's the high heels.
Yeah. What?
Now, like, I don't understand. It's
like
a dude.
What can we do to lose more money?
A dude wearing a corset that has this massive train. Okay.
That's how they want dudes to dress,
how fucking feminine does that body look?
It's so bad.
and that's Iceman.
It's probably pretty close to your body, though, right? Because you're a thin guy, so.
Yeah, but I don't have feminine features. Like, I don't have feminine legs. I've definitely got, like, actually, if anything, I actually like the lump. Definition and tone that I've got in my calves as, you know, actual muscle.
Well, like,
not just, like... Look
at his bulge. It's like there's nothing there.
Okay, can we get off this now? Stop looking at my bulge.
All right. Is Iceman still gay in the new Marvel canon?
Everyone's gay in the new Marvel canon.
Oh my god, I can't believe they did that though. Literally, like Jean Grey was like, he's gay, and it happened.
Yeah.
Like what?
Wolverine and Cyclops are gay.
You're lying.
They're bisexual. They've had a sexual encounter with each other.
What?
Look it up. Look it up.
I'm done.
Look it up.
I've been trying to avoid comics for about 10 years. At least 10 years. I left like in 2002, came back for New 52. I thought it was okay. Felt like it wasn't going anywhere. And then I'm like, okay, I'm just kind of done. And then I think I read a few Batman issues when I went to Canada for a business trip for 3 weeks. I bought something to read and I wasn't too impressed. And yeah, I'm not surprised. Cyclops and Wolverine butt fucked each other. Unbelievable.
Where is it?
Are you looking it up now?
Trying to find it, yeah.
Sorry about that. Wife brought the dog in here. Put her in her bed.
I had to approve Melissa Lord's comment.
What was it?
Everybody is gay in comics now. It's so lame.
Is YouTube homophobe?
I don't know, but maybe they'll show up in our chat again. The Google moderator.
Maybe. Maybe.
We're going to find a chat. Someone in the chat knows about this.
Daniel, there's other stuff you can watch.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Wolverine, Cyclops, and Jean are in a throuple.
Oh, no.
Come on, man.
But like,
no, he's kidding. He said LOL.
I hope not. You know, I would not be surprised, to be honest with you.
I don't know. That's pretty extreme. Taking your three of your top X-Men of all time and making them polyamorous. Like, I don't know.
No, look.
Wait, what is that panel?
That's from a panel.
Let's read it. What does it say?
Man, I can't blow it up enough.
Oh, click on it.
Yeah, right click it, open image or whatever.
Controversy. Yeah, click on that.
There's just this schism between us. Just go.
Just go. Yeah. Okay.
Is this like some kind of a
fan art
story, or is it an actual mainline continuity story?
That's a good question.
Daniel says it's fan art.
Is it fan art?
She's trying to get comfortable.
Daniel would know.
She got fixed on Friday. She's wearing a cone, so she's, in and out.
My dog has eye problems right now.
Maybe it's fan art.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, in some ways, Jeff, I can see where you're going with that. I wouldn't be surprised at small-time triple X-Men. But still, though, taking your main top characters and putting them in that situation is just weird.
But, like, who wants that? Like, okay, even if it is fan art, like, you weird-ass fans out there, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah.
You don't want to start getting down the rabbit hole of fan art stuff, man. You'll be like, I don't know what's going on with people. What's wrong with people's brains? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, don't worry. I've seen my fair share of Raylo fan art.
Oh, God, it's bad, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Make me want to fucking die.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
anyway.
So let's have some fun now. Let's bring up a topic here to talk about.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Our first one of the night.
Great topic.
Yeah.
Well,
Comfortable yet?
Wow, this topic. I'll save my theory from last night for the end. I'm not going to talk about it right now. My Snoke theory.
This is from a. I guess it's Darth Vader issue number 11. Again, this brings us back to the fact that Rhino, they're still writing The Rise of Skywalker right now. They're still working on it because it's never done. It's never done. It's still all over and over and over again. So this is from Darth Vader number 11. Hold on, let me read you up to this.
Darth Vader Volume 2, number 11, because Disney Lucasfilm has this fascination with restarting their series.
I know. I don't know why they keep doing it. It's the
Melissa.
third. Are you sure this isn't Volume 3?
It's 2, I think. Well, Disney, because I don't count the pre-Disney stuff.
Well, they did.
They had their own Darth Vader.
They did a Darth Vader run that was in between A New Hope and Empire, and then they did a Darth Vader run that was right after Revenge of the Sith. So is this the one that's after Revenge of the Sith, or what's going on with this one?
There's 2 volumes of Dr. Aphra. There's 2 volumes of the mainline Star Wars comic. It's like, why? Just keep going.
It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, this is the third one. Yeah, the third Darth Vader volume. Stupid. Yeah, so this is from Darth Vader issue 11. It was heavily implied that Luke Skywalker's severed hand was recovered from Bespin, and DNA was used on the project to create Snoke.
Okay, the first thing that I need to ask, Melissa's saying that she's read this comic. I need to ask 2 questions. First of all, in that top panel, what is with Vader's arm? Is there supposed to be nothing wrong? Is that just bad art? Or is he lost his arm and he's replaced it with RoboCop's arm or something?
It looks like C-3PO's knee.
Secondly,
It does.
Is he in a combat situation? Does he need light from his lightsaber to be able to see? What is the purpose of him having his lightsaber on right now? I've heard people saying that he didn't know where he was being on guard and all this kind of stuff. Well, to be honest with you, even somebody as powerful as Vader or Anakin doesn't need to have an ignited to be on guard.
It's a super battle arm.
So, they're just the 2 questions that I just wanted to ask in regards to that top panel. Secondly, I want to just point out, so this hand was retrieved from Bespin by Vader and started to be experimented on to essentially make these Snokes. So Vader takes the hand and leaves the saber, and Maz Kanata gets the saber, or Maz Kanata found it first and she got the saber and just left the hand, and then Vader went and got the hand.
Another time.
Thirdly, Snoke has mentioned, and I still can't find it. I think it's in one of the comics, but I can't be 100% certain. But I'm pretty sure I've seen either a panel or something where Snoke says that he saw the rise and fall of the Empire, which means that he was alive before Luke was even born. Or at least strongly implies that. So, unless he's speaking as Palpatine, saying that, being that Palpatine's talking through him, this is how they're going to write it for them. Palpatine was talking through Snoke, and of course Palpatine saw the rise and fall of the Empire. He was the Empire.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's where that line's going to come from. But it still doesn't make sense to me how it's stupid. Let's just say exactly what it is. It's stupid. They are trying to write it because what happened was all the true fans of Star Wars came out and go, how? Why? Who is Snoke? Where did he actually come from? What is he a clone of? He must be cloned from a pretty powerful Jedi to be that powerful in the Force to be able to dominate Kylo Ren in the scenes that he did and use the Force in the way that he did. So who's the host, right? Everybody started asking these questions. And Disney Lucasfilm's like, oh shit, what do we fucking do? Luke's hand. He's a clone of Luke's hand. And he was just being manipulated by Palpatine. Like, they are still writing this fucking movie. This entire trilogy they're still writing. You know,
They can't get it straight,
the other week we had force healing, being able to force heal the mind of all the dark sides. So that's how Ben was able to return from being Kylo Ren so easily with no real change. It was just the force healing, and it healed his mind. It's fucking bullshit. This is garbage. Absolute garbage Star Wars. I hate calling it Star Wars because it's not fucking Star Wars.
No, I call it
and then you scroll, and then you scroll down in this article, and they're talking about how kyber crystals, this massive kyber crystal, was the power that Palpatine used to transfer his essence. Right, this was how he was able to do it, and the kyber crystals designed to serve the dark side, to serve the Sith, and must suffer to go through that because kyber's living entity now. What the fuck are they actually doing? They bought this franchise for $4 billion to do what with it? To say, no, the fucking entire universe that you created is absolute fucking shit, and we're going to write these stories, but they're not going to be stories. They're going to be political fucking, you know, we make sure we got strong women behind the camera as directors. We make sure we got strong female characters. Rian Johnson can write strong female. Who gives a shit? No one fucking cares, Kathleen Kennedy. All we want is our escapist entertainment and our fucking Star Wars back.
Yep.
Not this absolute garbage, cucked out piece of shit. You invested money in this. Exactly. $4 billion. Well spent, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so this article also talks about the fact that he had the fleet on Exegol before Return of the Jedi, correct?
Oh, and there's that too.
Why would you not use that fleet? Why do you have to build another Death Star then?
You know the thing is with like the Death Star and all the Star Destroyers and everything. This universe was fleshed out that much that you had encyclopedias worth of schematics and this and that of how these fucking things work. Why the Death Star was so powerful and able to destroy planets. Why it had to be as big as it was to be able to contain that amount of power to destroy these planets. Let's just put this Death Star technology on all of these ships and actually now put it into canon that it was there before the second Death Star was even complete. Mm-hmm. So why create the second Death Star when you can create
reason to?
It's so stupid.
Yep.
They don't sit back, the story group, the fucking lore keepers, no one over there at fucking Lucasfilm right now sits back and goes, okay, so if we do this, does it affect anything? Does it affect any stories that we actually came up with? No one's doing that. And they should be. At least fucking the people like Pablo Hidalgo and Dave Filoni, who are supposed to be these ultimate lore keepers of Star Wars. They're the ones that are actually the most responsible because they're letting these ones go through to the keeper.
Yep.
They're letting them fuck this up.
What they're doing here is...
It's so that they can have their strong female character. It's so that they can have their LGBTQ, their fucking non-binary trans fucking Jedi twins. It's so that they can fucking do the virtue... Star Wars is a fucking joke.
What they're doing is they're trying to... Oh, gosh. They're just... I don't know what they're doing.
It up.
Yeah.
No one knows what they're doing, Tim. They don't even know what they're doing.
They're digging the hole deeper.
That's the only people that know what they're doing.
No, they do that every day.
They're digging the hole deeper
every day.
Yes, Black Knights are in Star Wars for the first time ever.
You know what I called this?
Oh my god!
Here's what I called this.
They're actually happy about all of this fucking trash.
Here's what I called this in one of my videos in the past 2 months. When they do stuff like this, and they've been doing it for a couple years, because they were retconning shit in The Force Awakens, like, oh, that doesn't make sense. Let's put it in a novelization. How did she get all these Force skills? She downloaded it. This, that. So what you're doing is, I called it a complex spider web that is in like this bottomless pit. That's all you're doing. Every time you retcon something, you create 20 more questions, and that's what they're doing here. Oh, and by the way, if you guys haven't come across this yet, because I was trying to find the book, because I get gifts that people think I like Star Wars, and it's like Disney gifts. I was looking at this Last Jedi book to see if it said he was there for the rise of the Empire and all that, but it's not in the one. So anyway, this article or somewhere else also shows that those stupid fucking Star Destroyers with super lasers were being built during Empire Strikes Back. So tell me this. Why did they need a second Death Star?
We were just talking about that.
Why did they need
reason for
what's the planet called again?
Exegol.
No, the planet with the super laser missiles that you can see from another planet. Project Starkiller or whatever.
Starkiller Base.
Starkiller Base, yeah.
Why they need to take off the name of Starkiller, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Why do you need that when you have these Star Destroyers that have super lasers on them?
That you were creating back in fucking Empire Strikes Back. Mm-hmm. If this was all Palpatine, it was all Palpatine the whole time.
Yeah.
And
so
it's so
the
dumb.
Second
It's
Death
exactly
Star,
like you said. Every time they go to answer this one question, they then open up this massive can of worms where they've actually destroyed stuff that they've come up with. Yes. But not only that, now you've got all these new questions. Mm-hmm. They have no fucking clue what they're doing.
So like the first Death Star was the final order. The second Death Star was no, really, this is the final order. And then all the ships was like, no, really, seriously, this is actually the final order. So what is happening here? Why in the fuck did you need to build another Death Star? Waste all that time when you have all these ships sitting there. Too. You have one laser in the Death Star, one, and you have these ships that have one on each one of their ships. Why are you using the fucking Death Star? You can have Star Destroyers going around doing this. What's the point?
Yeah,
they don't use their fucking brain. If you were a regular person who knew anything about Star Wars, just a little bit, and somebody like kind of pitched this idea, you'd be like, that doesn't make any sense. Anybody would know in their right mind that doesn't make sense. These people are idiots. Mm-hmm. They're really stupid. They have like fifth grade writing level stuff.
Why is this criticism that we're giving this right now any different to my criticisms towards The Mandalorian and hyperspace or tracking fobs?
None whatsoever.
How is it different? How is it different? If you're pissed about this and you're okay with that, well, you're a hypocrite.
Yep, you're selectively critical. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Selectively critical. Great way to put it.
Selectively critical. I like that. Yeah, they're all idiots over there. They have no fucking idea what they're doing.
Now
they're still writing this story. You know what's going to happen? We're going to get a book or a fucking comic book or something that explains how tracking fobs work. Exactly the same. They're going to keep writing The Mandalorian past the point that it's fucking lived its life because they haven't explained everything. It does feel like The Mandalorian's ended.
Mandalorian's gone.
That final episode definitely felt like a finale.
It's done.
Of not just a season finale, a whole series finale. We're getting the Book of Boba Fett.
Din Djarin is done.
We're delaying the Mandalorian season 3. Bullshit. There is no Mandalorian season 3. Right? They're going to go on to Ahsoka now. They're going to go on to fucking all these other things. They're going to go on to Obi-Wan Kenobi, and they're now going to destroy his character even more than they already have, and Anakin and Vader's character even more than they already have. They've told you already that they're going to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just want to point out, I want to reiterate, how is this criticism any different to my criticisms towards The Mandalorian?
I see no difference. It's like that Office thing. This is the same image. It's the
same image.
It's the same picture. Yeah. It's the same thing. It's exactly the same thing. There's no difference in it, Rhino. None. Nope. We got a super chat here from Legends of the Brave Bard by C.T. James. Have you ever heard the tragedy of Jason Solo? It's not a story Disney Lucasfilm will tell you, despite it being the most compelling story told outside the movies. Great stream, guys. Thank you for that, Legends of the Brave Bard. I appreciate that very much. Yeah. And I have not read a lot of the Expand Universe. I know Rhino's touched on it a little bit, but Tim down here has read a lot of it. He knows more about it. I've heard great stuff about Jason Solo's story, and Lethal said great things about it too. Ryan has. I mean,
I just finished the second book in that 9-book series. And it wasn't as good as the first, but it was still fucking amazing. And it's heads and shoulders above any of the stuff that obviously Disney wrote. And it may even be a contender once I'm done with the series for like the original Thrawn trilogy. It's that good. So it's that good.
You know, it's so funny. Like, we talk about Star Wars in isolation, but these studios are just, I don't get it. They're just destroying it. It's like the beginning of the Oscars the other night where she's saying, you know, we know that you guys feel like changing the channel when we start, you know, preaching to you and stuff, but suck it up. We're going to fucking do it anyway. So just suck it up and watch. Like, they know exactly what they're doing.
I know, that's exactly right. They do.
Exactly what they're doing.
They suck.
And, you know, we talk about the Snyderverse. Why doesn't Warner just fucking suck it up and listen to the fans? The ones that are willing to give them a shit ton of fucking money for something that they want. Like, what's the big deal? Oh,
it's such a dangerous precedent, though, right? You remember the
story, so people actually enjoy that. But there's not enough representation in these stories. Go fuck off.
I know. That's how it is, man. Out there, they don't want you to get what you want. They want to give you what they want to give you and tell you what's right and what you should watch. That's where it is now. That's all it is now. You don't get what you want anymore. You never will. That is over.
I don't understand. Like,
until we continue,
why?
I mean, eventually, it's going to collapse for them out there because they're not going to be able to make any money when people start falling off. I mean, look how bad the ratings were for Falcon and Winter Soldier versus The Mandalorian and even WandaVision.
Oh, dude. We were talking about this last night on the show, wasn't you? That scene, that scene where Sam's talking to that senator in the middle of the street or whatever, you know.
I saw a clip of that, yeah.
Man, like, honestly,
like, shut
the rest of the world does not give a fuck.
No, they don't. Not even a little bit, dude. Not even a little bit.
I was
maybe
talking
all
about
the woke morons in Canada do. There's some up there that do that think.
But the only people that do give a fuck about that are the 5 people on Twitter that have 100 accounts each that start preaching online about fucking representation and diversity and you're a fucking Nazi this and you're a racist that because, you know, you didn't like something or you disagree with something or, you know, you don't like.
Me too, Trey. So dumb. I knew. I was like, after WandaVision and the disappointment that was, which I knew in my down deep it was going to be, and I was just trying to tell myself it's gonna be good. Look at all these things they're teasing. They know what they're going to do, and no, they don't. They have no fucking idea. And then it was so bad. I'm like, there's no way that the Falcon Winter Soldier is not going to be what I think it's going to be with having Falcon in the show. And then, of course, that's what it was. That's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Man. Melissa Lord for $2 says, love y'all. Great stream. Read about Kip, Duron, and Suncrusher.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, Melissa Lord. I need to get into more.
You need to watch my reading order video.
I know, I do. I've read Darth Plagueis twice.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I've read the Darth Revan novel. What's the one that Steve was talking about on Twitter a while back? There was one right before, led right into Revenge of the Sith. Labyrinth of Evil. I love that fucking book so much. Really, really good book. And I've read a couple other prequel books as well, too. And I've read the first of Heir to the Empire. I read that one. I need to get into more. I think there might be a couple more I've read here and there. But yeah, I need to get into more of it. I do.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, this is dumb shit. Do you remember this shit? I remember hearing about this, and I was like, there's no way they're doing this. That originally in JJ's script for The Force Awakens, like after the opening crawl, it's going to be Luke Skywalker's hand holding the lightsaber floating through space. And it was going to burn up an atmosphere in a Jakku, and it would be like landing the planet. It would be the MacGuffin, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, if you fucking open up with a hand, the severed hand, you're going to be a laughing stock.
You know what?
JJ, laughing stock.
You know what, JJ? I don't fucking care. You didn't do that. You did what you fucking did. And what you did was fucking shit. It
would have been so bad.
Well,
they're just bringing up the point of the hand again because they've had talking about it more.
This guy talks about wanting to honor George Lucas and, you know, he really appreciates everything that he was able to create. Go fucking suck another dick, you dumb fuck. You think you're honoring what George Lucas did? You think your fucking shit was... you think you're fucking all that in a bit. You really do. And you're nothing but absolute garbage storytelling, mystery box filling, piece of shit, garbage, trash entertainment.
Yeah, he's been basically saying in this article that the whole Luke's hand thing has been on the back burner since then. They've been trying to figure out what to do with it. They knew they were going to fucking use this at some point, but they didn't know what to do with it. And now they're like, oh, after people started complaining, like you were saying earlier, like, who is Snoke? Where did he come from? This and that. And then, of course, behind the scenes, they're like, we don't know. We didn't think that far ahead. Everybody else online in theories between episode 7 and episode 8, there were so many videos on YouTube. I'm like, if the movie would have went that way, it would have been 10 times fucking better than what they did.
Mm-hmm. Well, you go through the Heir to the Empire, right? Mm-hmm. You go through the last book in that. They've used Luke's hand to actually clone Luke and make Luke Skywalker.
I agree with that.
And it fits within the story and what happens and how he gets taken out and all of that stuff.
Yeah, and it makes sense because Mara needed to kill Luke Skywalker, and she got to kill Luke Skywalker.
She got to do it.
And it was Luke, and it wasn't a retroactive continuity thing where, hey, let's make, a Snoke a clone using some of Luke's DNA, guys, See, and also
the thing that I foresee happening is, so you liked it in the EU, but like when Disney do it, you fucking hate it. No,
because they can't do it.
Yes,
Strawman.
It actually is that.
Thank you.
But you look at the premise of what they're actually doing it for. They're still writing their story from the very first movie. When do we see Snoke? He gets introduced in fucking The Force Awakens. They're trying to write their entire trilogy still to this day. It's got nothing to do with being an EU elitist or anything like that. It's their trash storytelling, their trash continuity, and their trash lore.
Look at this. Look at this last paragraph. Let me read this because this is exactly what it's saying, what we're talking about now. There's no telling if the Emperor would later use this genetic material for his own clone body as well, or if the clones seen in this comic issue were failed attempts and Grogu's midichlorians were required for a new trial. Given that Snoke was a presence in Ben Solo's life at birth, the latter option doesn't seem likely. The Supreme Leader, who was once said to be an ancient being, now appears to be the same age as Ben.
I know,
himself.
they said that, though. They did say that he had been around since before the Empire. And you're like, okay. And then you're like, no, wait a minute. No, we didn't mean that. We didn't know what we were doing back then. Here's what really happens. And then now they're doing this. No, wait, actually this is what really happens now. Like, dude, figure out what you're going to do because you step on your own toes like every fucking month when you release a new comic or a new book. It's all the time. All the time with this shit.
But I mean, there's a bit of evidence. I've been saying for a while that I think that Grogu's blood has something to do with the sequels.
I agree,
something
too, 100%.
to do with Snoke and stuff like that. Like these people that want to believe that the Mandalorian it's separate from that. They're going off in the right direction. Oh, fuck off! Like seriously, I got nothing for you.
I know.
You're living in a fantasy world. There's a
remember those vats that were in the Mandalorian?
Yeah. We still don't know what was in those. Nothing's been
my God. Everybody on Twitter's like, I heard a little tiny note from Snoke's theme in there. I'm like, that note appears in like every other music piece of music in Star Wars. It's a note.
Yeah.
It's not a line of music. It's a note. It's like,
but music can do a lot. Music can do a lot, man. You take away the music in the Luke Skywalker scene, and I can guarantee you, no one cries.
It's true though. Star Wars is saved. I forgot.
Yeah, good point.
Something like that.
Honestly, you take away the music from that Luke Skywalker scene in Mandalorian, and no one cries. Sit there and watch it with the music off.
Oh yeah, I know.
Sit there and watch it like I wouldn't care about the sound effects so much, but honestly, sit there and watch it with no music. They really suck the emotions out of people.
You can say that for a lot of stuff though. Music does help.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Music's very important. Very important to a movie. The score is very important.
I mean, like people really were pulling for that Snoke thing. I'm like, where are you getting this from? I see the clip of what they're saying, and I'm like, that's not even close to anything that's evidence at all.
Here's what I said a few weeks ago. The fake Battlefront 2 came out a little bit before one of the Disney movies. It was either The Rise of Skywalker or The Last Jedi. So what I said in that is that Luke appears, right? I think it was 2017, so it might have been before The Last Jedi. Luke in black Jedi uniform. Trey Courtney says 2017. He appears in that with R2 and he's talking and all that shit. So my question is, did that make up for what they did in The Last Jedi? Because, hey, Battlefront 2 is, to them, it's canon, right?
Yeah.
So does his appearance as the real Luke Skywalker make up for them cucking him out and treating him and making him suck titty milk and all that shit?
All roads lead to Jake. So it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if it's the Luke Skywalker you remember.
It was a good moment.
It was a good, yeah.
Is that what they say, Rhino? Emotional.
It was an emotional payoff. That's what it was. Emotional payoff. That's what they're. That's what they say.
Lore and continuity don't matter as long as there's an emotional payoff.
Yes.
But
let's break it. Let's break Star Wars theory.
I want to make a point to what I'm saying about that Luke Skywalker scene. Watch that Luke Skywalker scene in The Mandalorian with the music off, and then go and watch the Vader Luke fight, either from Empire or from Return of the Jedi, and watch those with the music off, and tell me which one you feel more for when you watch it.
Yeah,
I know.
With no sound.
Yep, I know. Yep, I'd like to. Yeah, exactly. That's a good point.
Or think about the music when Luke pulls up to the farmstead and he finds his aunt and uncle as skeletons, and that music there. Yeah. Man, I can't watch that scene without not necessarily crying, but like tearing up.
It's very emotional.
Getting emotional about it.
John Williams is brilliant.
But it's emotional because it's not like it's just a story point to give you an emotion or music line just to make you feel something. It connects to the overall arcing story.
Yeah.
It's there for a fucking reason. It's not just a story point to get to a story point to get to a story point.
You know what's really funny?
Which is what entertainment is now.
When you actually think about it, the music in The Mandalorian, in the Luke Skywalker moment, actually doesn't fit for the scene. It's designed to actually get that emotional reaction from the audience. It's kind of like breaking the fourth wall with music.
Like,
it should be like action music.
If that makes sense.
It should be action music, like heavy action music.
Have his theme. It was definitely his theme, but they played it in such an orchestrated, symphony sort of way.
Battle of the Heroes would have fit better than that.
And if you actually think about it, it doesn't actually fit. If it should be more like
heavy action,
especially when you look at the music from the rest of it, and you've got techno music playing while Mando's fucking fighting, and knee rockets.
What was that about?
Anyway,
that really pulled me out of the show. I was like, what's going on? Is this like
I can't wait.
Club on the other side of
this
ship somewhere?
Honestly, can't wait for the 100% confirmation that Mando leads straight into like sequels. I'm sorry to say, but those people out there that were holding up a little bit of hope and everything, or calling me a hater or whatever for not liking it, I kind of hope your heart breaks.
I'm thinking about that Sammy account on Twitter that had replied to the tweet about Ryan Johnson from that other weirdo that had interviewed him about, he wants to direct an episode. And they were like, I really hope that happens. And the Fandom Menace types are watching the episode and they're like, yay, good episode. And then, the credits come up.
Directed by Ryan Johnson. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, I would. And this is some SJW scene.
I know.
So me agreeing with them, what does that tell you?
That's
that
weird. I know.
Get a huge Schadenboner off that. So
I think we all would on that for sure. Can you imagine that? They're like, this is the best episode of The Mandalorian ever. Oh, wait a minute.
Now, please don't get me wrong, anyone. Like, I said, I sort of hope your heart breaks. The reason why I'm saying that, is because you it's kind of like what we were saying before. It's selective criticism in regards to what you decide to criticize and what you decide not to criticize when it comes to Star Wars. And, I'm not saying that people can't like it or enjoy it if that's what you want to do. But, if you're criticizing one thing in one way and, you're kind of like, nah, like, because I like this. or Jon Favreau's heart's in the right place, or Dave Filoni's heart's in the right place. And I don't think Dave Filoni's heart's in the right place at all. He doesn't honor George Lucas at all.
Whatever they do, he's like, okay, I'll do that. Whatever you want.
Yeah.
No.
But it was the fans that wanted this Star Wars.
Yeah.
I got no more to say than that. You know, we got the lines, lore and continuity don't matter as long as you get an emotional payoff because of the Luke Skywalker moment. So if that is the Star Wars that you want, that's cool. Obviously, you're enjoying that. But when it does lead straight into everything that they've been doing over there at Lucasfilm, no such thing as a civil war, right?
The factions.
What can I say other than I hope your heart breaks? Like, this is the Star Wars you wanted. I'm trying to tell you right now it's garbage, right? And I'm not saying that my opinion trumps anybody else's opinion, but when you look at the criticisms, when you look at the facts, facts don't care about your feelings. When you look at those facts, it's garbage. It's not Star Wars. It's a label. It's the only thing that they've got. They spent $4 billion for a label.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah. To do whatever they want.
Oh, Rhino, it's so funny you say that. I can't say anything else. But look at this bullshit paragraph. Let's just read this. I read it while you were talking, and I'm just like laughing. There's an interesting line in Return of the Jedi that seemingly always needed additional context. Yeah, right. And at the very least, the Kyber crystal plot element has provided that. When Vader tells Luke, "You don't know the power of the dark side. I must obey my master." It's clear that he believes he can't beat Palpatine due to the powers yielded by the crystal. However, in hindsight, this also makes the Emperor's demise more questionable in the immediate aftermath of Anakin's return. What? So they're saying that the crystal... Why did you need to explain that? He's the Emperor.
Simple. One in the chat. One in the chat if you felt like that line in the movie needed any more context. 2 if you think they're full of shit.
Yeah. 1.
That line doesn't need any more context. We know why he thinks that Luke doesn't know the power of the dark side. We know that he needs to obey his master. We know why. We don't need any more explanation. These Disney fucktards keep taking lines like,
remember that line?
The dark side is the
pathway to many abilities.
A pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural. We need more explanation to that line.
No, they don't even give it.
Any more
they don't even give it. They just use it as an excuse.
Use it again.
It's this excuse is what they use it as. Like, if we use that line, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, the dark side." Remember?
Ooh, keys. That's all it fucking is. Oh my god. That line does not need any more explanation. And to think that, that means that Anakin's return on the aftermath, like fucking no one ever fucking thought that.
They really are making it convoluted as fuck, yeah. It's bad.
So these people who start to use, it's like to these people that start to use these justifications and stuff like this. Like, you know, I make my argument of the stormtroopers in The Mandalorian being absolutely shit. And then people come after me and go, "Oh, they were absolutely shit in the original movies." And I say, the only thing that I say to them is, have you ever said that line to anyone before this moment?
No.
Have you ever used that to defend anything ever? Like, you know, no. So you're basically just using that now and you're writing it for them.
That's
whatever. Yeah. Get your own brain, get your own thoughts, and then come and talk to me, you dumb fucking retards.
Yeah.
It's just really stupid what they do here. Like, we need to give this line some context. No, that's Luke.
We had enough context. We had what we needed.
That is Darth Vader saying that his master is more powerful.
Well, see, they're used to explaining. They're used to explaining their own movies, so now they feel like they have to do everybody else's.
Yeah, they're like, well, we need to do it because we had to do it with ours. But
dude,
no, the old ones were done well. Yours were not.
As much as it pains me to say this, I can't wait for the Obi-Wan series.
Oh yeah.
Oh, just wait.
I cannot wait.
Did you see the comments from McGregor?
No.
No.
You didn't?
No.
What? Back when? How long ago?
Man, like a few days ago.
No.
No.
Hang on. We got to pull that shit up.
I mean, we've seen the cast. We've seen some fan art that they want to see them cross.
Oh, you know it. You know it's because there's a female, like a female person with him. She's gonna cuck his ass the whole show. She's gonna be even better than everything, and he is.
And you know who we're gonna see in this? This is going to be the series that opens up the door for Dr. Aphra series.
I know. I hope she dies. Like
she's not gonna do
horribly painfully.
They're not gonna kill her. Are you serious?
It'd be awesome. Let's do our own.
They're not gonna do that.
Our own writing, our story about how Dr. Aphra should die.
I can't wait. And you know,
she will. She'll be like a main thing.
We were saying this in a joking way about Rian Johnson, but fucking honestly, give him the trilogy. Give it to him. I can't wait to see it.
I know, Trey.
I won't pay for it, and I'll see it, and I'll fucking tear that thing to shreds.
Hey, Mike.
Fucking bullshit.
Yeah, I know.
What did he say, Tim?
Fuck, man, I can't believe I can't find it.
Oh, you know how that is. They bring in the female character and they cuck out the main. Yep, it's going to happen. You know it.
It was probably a really long interview, and most outlets are only showing what they want to show. Oh, here it is. Yahoo News. Okay, you want me to just go ahead and screen share this? Shit?
Yeah, go ahead and share it. Yeah,
I can't believe you hadn't heard this.
I can't either. It's been a busy week, dude.
All right, so this was like 3 days ago. Ewan McGregor says filming the Star Wars prequels could be tedious. I don't want to be rude, but it's not Shakespeare.
Didn't expect it to be.
Here are the facts. We'll skip those. Ewan McGregor has reassured fans that his upcoming Obi-Wan Kenobi Star Wars spin-off series will be more realistic than the Star Wars prequels, which he says he found difficult to film because of George Lucas's liberal use of CGI and blue screens. In contrast to the original and beloved Star Wars trilogy, the prequel films, The Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and Revenge of the Sith, which were all written and directed by George Lucas, were universally panned by critics and inspired intense backlash from fans who criticized the film's storylines, dialogue, and the introduction of Jar Jar Binks. Yep. One of the most loathed fictional characters ever created.
The media.
Yeah, and here's what McGregor said. George loves technology and loves pushing that into the realm, McGregor told The Hollywood Reporter of Lucas's reliance on CGI technology. He wanted more and more control over what we see in the background. After 3 or 4 months of that, it just gets really tedious, especially when the scenes are, I don't want to be rude, but it's not Shakespeare. There's not something to dig into the dialogue that can satisfy you when there's no environment there. It's quite hard to do.
Was everybody expecting it to be Shakespeare?
But I think he's full of shit. He wouldn't have said this back when he was doing it. He would have said that the scripts were actually really good and the scripts weren't too bad. The way that they were delivered was actually not great, but a lot of Obi-Wan scenes in the prequels were very fucking good, I feel. And I don't think that he'd be saying this. It's kind of like what he was saying about Birds of Prey. Oh, it's going to deal with the misogynistic. He's got fucking no idea. No fucking idea.
Yep. Lethal Lightning for $2 says, I tell girls I know Tim from open airlock policy. He probably gets mass pussy.
I'm replying.
Yeah.
Mass pussy.
But
thanks, Lethal. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
But here's the thing too, like, okay, you were on a green screen and a blue screen because of backgrounds you needed to shoot for a city or a planet that doesn't really exist, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you're going to be doing it now for Disney, where it's a screen that's going to project that image, which it would have been a blue screen or a green screen if you were doing it the old way. Still doing it with Disney. So fuck off, Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, fuck off.
Agent X. He's only saying his shit because he's sucking on Disney's cock right now.
Mm.
And dude, Sentinel, more practical sets were built for the prequel trilogy than the original trilogy. This is more bullshit, anti-prequel media narrative dribble. Thank you. I was going to bring that up too, that there were so many practical effects in the prequels. It's insane. People thought it was just one giant blue screen all the time. No, it was not.
But to say that, like, it's not Shakespeare and stuff, okay, it's not Shakespeare. But the fucking thing is for a space fantasy movie or series, it's pretty fucking deep.
That's like people saying
it's not this light, shallow fucking Last Starfighter stuff. It's deep lore and deep emotions. You know, you think that fight between Obi-Wan and Anakin, or Obi-Wan and Vader on Mustafar isn't in some way like telling a story just within that fight?
It is.
To me, that's Shakespearean. That's telling a story, an emotional story through a fight. And I thought it was done pretty fucking well. And the dialogue that takes place at the end of that scene, you know, I loved you. You were my brother, Anakin.
There you go.
Like
Mike.
all of that stuff. It's pretty fucking deep. It gets pretty emotional.
Thank you for that one.
So yes, it's not Shakespeare,
It
was still pretty fucking good.
I agree. It's the same thing though of people saying when you criticized Mortal Kombat last week, well, you shouldn't have expected an Oscar-worthy movie. That's not an argument.
Oh, or explain
that's not an argument.
Or whatever.
That's not an argument, dude. That's the same shit. Real quick, Mega Jetty sends a $2 super chat. He says, "My Troy in space Star Wars will be better than Disney crap." I 100% believe it. Absolutely.
What's Troy in space?
Well,
put that in the chat a little bit. Explain it for everybody. Mega.
Does it have singing?
Is it gonna be like a musical, or is it gonna be a little more like Troy?
But let's keep reading this shit because he goes on even more. Blah blah blah. I found it difficult. I'm really excited about it. He said, maybe more so than the first ones because I'm older. I just turned 50, and I'm just in a much better place. Okay, whatever that means. If you're in a desert, you're standing in the middle of the desert. Yeah.
I don't know.
If you're in the snow, you're surrounded by snow. And if you're in the cockpit of a starfighter, you're in space. It's going to feel so much more real. Well, they had starships in the Phantom Menace. What's he talking about?
I don't know what he's trying to talk. I don't know. The prequels were the Republic in that version of that, not the Old Republic, but the what's the era they call that? I don't know. It's the Republic and it's one of its primes, the Jedi in their prime, and it's not, space isn't, ruled by the Empire yet. It's more clean looking in a lot of places because it's kept up. It's not being, ran by an empire. So it's going to look different. I hate when people always say that. Well, the prequels look really clean and it didn't look dirty like Star Wars looked dirty.
I'm just curious,
Where do we visit in the original?
Is anybody either in the chat or either on the panel, is anyone happy? Would anyone be happy if Obi-Wan and Vader didn't actually cross paths again? They won't face to face, but they sensed each other from across like the galaxy or something like this.
I want them to fight every episode.
Okay. Would anybody actually be happy?
I want this shit show to just keep going downhill, man. I want it to keep burning. Set it on fire, just like you said in the chat earlier, guys.
Because I'm just using that as because that's like, anything past that. Like I've heard people say, "Oh, I'd be okay if Obi-Wan left Tatooine and he ended up in some space battle and Vader was there and he sort of felt his presence or something like this." I wouldn't really mind that. I've heard people say that. Like I don't know. They can't. Vader can't know that Obi-Wan is alive at all in any way, shape, or form.
Yep. Okay.
And they better not do it where they think that they sense each other, they have this fight and everything, and then in some way Vader thinks that he's now killed Obi-Wan, right? And Obi-Wan goes off back to Tatooine and looks after Luke until the events of A New Hope.
I said this before. I'm going to say it again. They're not going to meet. It's going to be the force projection bullshit from the fucking sequels.
Yep,
guarantee it.
Yeah, they're a dyad. That's it. Anakin and Obi-Wan are.
It's going to be. They're going to say that they were.
But that means that all Obi-Wan has to do is go up to him, force heal his mind, and the dark side's gone.
It's over.
So if they're a dyad, well then
Game,
what
set,
the fuck
match.
is Obi-Wan doing?
Mm-hmm.
It's fucked up, ladies and gentlemen.
But going back to
up.
Snoke, I said I'd save it for the end. So my theory last night on my show was that they found the hand in Cloud City, right? Mm-hmm. And the Emperor got it, and he moved it to Exegol. So what he did was he got this egg from whatever species Snoke is. And he took the hand of Luke and he whacked himself off and he blew a load on the egg and then it was inseminated. But then Greg came up with the idea that the egg was dropped and that's why Snoke has that dent. And then it gestated inside of those vats and then you get Snoke. So that's what the hand was used for. So maybe, Luke really wasn't part of it. So he's not part of the Snoke DNA. That might be what they come up with.
That's a better story than what they come up with. So it is.
Yeah.
No, but if I was really, really interested in the show and I really didn't want them to fuck it up, I'd say that they couldn't even sense each other. There's no way he'd be able to know because he says that line in A New Hope. We know I have the presence I haven't felt since. We know what he's going to say.
Yeah.
We've seen the prequels. We know it was the last time they sensed each other's presence was on Mustafar. So
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And did you see those?
Snoke is Palpatine's shake weight.
Yeah. Did you see those?
Yeah.
Oh, but then you've also got that line from Tarkin. Obi-Wan Kenobi here. Surely his long gone from now.
Yeah.
Don't underestimate the power of the Force. Yeah. Let's find something really here to show the crowd that you guys will think is hilarious.
Your
see if I
wrist
can
power is
find
weak,
this.
old man. God.
Can't
Yeah, that was a
win,
much
Doc.
better fucking story than they wrote.
Oh, for
Shoot.
crying out loud.
Shoot
Here it
all
is.
over it. Yeah.
Here it is. I'm going to share my screen, and this is, oh my gosh, this is like peak level cringe.
Are we gonna cringe on screen?
No.
Visual? Is this visual cringe-worthy?
Yeah.
You're gonna be able to see us cringe?
This is when Snoke first started,
oh yeah.
That's like the most like pedo outfit and hat.
I know. I swear to God, they did it on purpose, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And read that.
I'm so pleased you came to me. He's like, he does this and he does that old joke like, "Hey, what do you want?" He's like, "I just want to make you see if I can make you come with one finger." Yeah.
That's so creepy, man.
It really is.
I'm just like your uncle. It's okay. I'm allowed to.
We're gonna play a secret game that you can't tell anyone else about.
I'm allowed to touch you here. I'm your uncle. I'm family.
I'm your master. I'm your teacher. I'm your trainer. I'm allowed to touch you like this.
Looks like
it's my right.
Show me on this doll where he touched you.
Yeah. He's like, how long do you got?
Yeah, show me on one of the Snoke dolls that are lining the pegs at the stores where he touched.
Yeah, what's up, Steven? Yeah, no kidding. Yeah.
No, that wasn't regular
candy?
art, Melissa. No, that was that's a legitimate panel from a comic book.
It is.
Yeah,
Weird,
That's
for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Snoke
It's
and
creepy.
Kylo, Burns and Smithers.
It's legitimate art.
I don't know what that means.
Uncle Supreme Leader.
Yeah.
What's Burns
Mr.
and
Burns.
Smithers?
Mr. Burns from Simpsons and Smithers his assistant.
I watched the Simpsons movie, the pilot movie, I guess you could call it, in like 2 episodes in 1987, and I never watched it again.
I only watched a few seasons, and that's it.
I know nothing about
Uncle
the
Supreme
Simpsons.
Leader. Just grab Uncle Snoke's saber. There you go.
Yeah. Now, you want to see some really good storytelling, even though it's not quite honorable to the actual circumstances that happened, is Ford versus Ferrari. There's a couple of things in that movie where it's actually not like the right things that actually happened, but it's still
like most movies like that.
Yeah.
But it's still a good movie.
That's fine, yeah. It's like with Mortal Kombat. It's like with Mortal Kombat. Is that really a universe where you have to get the lore right? All I'm saying is I'm not defending Mortal Kombat 2021.
No.
What I'm saying is if you are going to change the lore, make sure it doesn't suck,
But we talk about how Star Wars feels like Star Wars, or people say how The Mandalorian feels like Star Wars, right?
Right.
This movie didn't feel like Mortal Kombat. We just talked
Exactly.
We just talked about how important the music is to a movie, right? And there was no Mortal Kombat music, even in the fights. There was nothing. right? The fight scenes weren't one-on-one fights. It was cutting from here to there to everywhere. Yes, the fatalities, the gore was pretty cool. Some of the fights were all right. I didn't like the superpowers aspect of it.
Stupid.
The original movie is more Mortal Kombat than this movie. The way that they're invited to fight in Mortal Kombat, all of that stuff.
Did they already announce a fucking sequel?
I watched Scorpion's Revenge. Lethal just mentioned it in the chat. I watched Scorpion's Revenge the other night. It is the best Mortal Kombat movie, and it tells the story really well in regards to it's an animated movie.
It's animated.
It's
I heard
on
good
Netflix
things.
here.
Yeah,
it's on Netflix here in Australia.
I think it's on HBO Max.
HBO Max. Watch it, man. It's an hour and 10 minutes. It's not that long.
I've heard it's really good.
Really fucking good. It's able to isolate the different realms, and it comes together for the tournament of Mortal Kombat. The way it's really, really good. Really fucking good.
Probably.
You know, and the way that they did the new Mortal Kombat for me just wasn't it. It was done really badly. The lines were really cheesy. A lot of them were either cheesy, and that's not to say that in the other movie they weren't cheesy as well. But like they were really came across real cheesy in there. But not only that, they, you know, cucked the delivery of the lines when they're supposed to come out. Like I mentioned it last week when he says finish them. It's the first and only time we hear him say finish him or finish them, and it's them used correctly. But you know, and it's at the beginning of the fight. That's not Mortal Kombat. I'm sorry. You know, it's just, it wasn't. It's, and everybody watch it for yourself and make up your mind. Hey, I didn't recommend it, Greg. Did not recommend it. And then he's going to say, well, I'll take the recommendation of not recommending it and I won't watch it.
That's how the logic works.
My God.
But, yeah.
Finish
there are people out there that
I was getting ready to say that. I was going to say
someone said that on, I think, Casual Rage. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, I know. That's hilarious.
You know,
Jesus.
I know there's people out there that enjoyed it and it was a bit of popcorn fun and, you know, don't take it so seriously. But if we said that about everything that we watched, then, you know, what are we complaining about? You know, and for those people out there that are hearing what I'm saying and that haven't seen it and they're making a judgment based on what I'm saying about it, well, first of all, let me say, go and watch it for yourself. You might enjoy it, right? But at the end of the day, to say that a person can't make a judgment call on a movie because they haven't seen it, it's kind of like with Star Trek, for example. The new Star Trek, all I had to do is Greg showed it to me. Watch that pronoun scene, and I know that it's not Star Trek. I don't want to watch that show. It's going to be garbage.
It comes across as like an after-school short, you know, one of those politically correct ones, or even one of those PSAs that they have.
And don't get me wrong, I will say, this new Mortal Kombat has one of the best fight scenes in all of the Mortal Kombat movies in the opening scene. Like it's got a couple of redeeming qualities. Like I said, if you took the opening scene and the end scene minus Cole's winning blow to Scorpion, and put that together as a 10 to 15 minute movie, it's better than the entire movie.
Yep, Godzilla vs. Kong was dumb as fuck. Yep, it was.
Well, I haven't seen it.
Oh, so it says dumb fun. No, the story was dumb as fuck.
Yeah. See, like, I haven't seen that, and I'm going to watch it, but I'm, you know, from what I've heard, it's a shit story, and all that you're really watching it for is the fight scenes.
All you want to see is monkey versus ape, and that's it. The rest of it's fucking stupid as shit.
Monkey versus ape?
All the men in the movie are fucking dumb, and all the women are smart as hell.
You mean lizard versus ape?
Lizard versus ape, yeah. I don't care. That's how much I care.
Yeah.
That's how much I care.
I used to watch...
Yeah.
Go ahead, Rhino.
I was just going to say, I was hyped up to go see Mortal Kombat too, you know, like I went to the theater, I paid for it. It's the first movie that I've been to. And, you know, our theaters have been really gone through a massive sort of lockdown situation. But, you know, this is the first movie that I've gone to pay for a very long time. And I was excited for it. I was hoping to see a Mortal Kombat movie. And I walked out and I was massively disappointed. massive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tim, you got something you want to do?
Well, yeah. Before that, I used to watch the Godzilla movies on TBS. Usually on Saturday mornings, they'd have sometimes 2 back to back. And when I was a kid, they were kind of fun to watch and stuff. But as an adult, I don't know. I just haven't really been interested. Starting with that fucking whatever it was, 98 one, was it?
Oh, good Lord.
That was like in every magazine, TV, everywhere you looked.
It was overhyped to the point of like, my brain hurts now. And then you go in the theater and you're like expecting some amazing movie, and it's real bad. Matthew Broderick, yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
No, but I thought that we could start a new segment, and it's going to be the weekly expanded bootyverse.
Okay.
So for those that didn't see today, I of course did my weekly expanded bootyverse tweet, so we can just kind of show that. And do you guys know what that is?
Yes.
Rhino?
No.
You need to turn your notifications on for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, every week there's a hot Star Wars chick that gets posted, and it's what got Lethal Lightning back into the expanded universe, because he is going to be on Alora's stream on Thursday, believe it or not, on Coffee Chat. And FYI, everyone, he's going to be on my either the 11th or 12th. He's going to be on Expanded University at his request. So he came to me, and I'm like, yeah, come on. I'd love to have you on. So anyway, this is the chick this week. She's like an Imperial officer. And I guess when you're serving in the Outer Rim, they have a little bit different of a dress code. So that's what they wear out there.
Is that where the Outer Rim job comes in?
I'd love to
Exactly.
I'd love to see her Outer Rim.
But yeah, we'll do this every week. And, if you guys are interested, just go to Twitter and search for that hashtag. I think some other people did it, because every time I tweet one of these, they're commenting on ones from 4 weeks ago. So I think
nice.
they're clicking on that hashtag and finding the old ones. So
nice.
Yeah,
cool.
This chick is very nice. Yeah.
Hot Star Wars cosplay. Very nice.
Yeah. And some of it's not even cosplay. I think some of it's like actual stuff that I posted. So, yeah.
Now, are we
So
misogynistic for
check
sitting
your-
here and like oogling over that?
No.
No, I didn't think
We're
so.
toxic. We're not misogynistic.
No.
I see.
The women can go to the theater and do it for men in movies, but you just can't do it for women anymore. That's
Yeah.
'Cause
Exactly.
if anyone said like yes, I'd ask them like, what is the purpose of her taking a photo like that and doing that?
Oh, shit, Jack. That's funny. When Cameron Pasha was when he was still on Twitter, like before
Every
he
day.
got booted, like if it's this time at night and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna check Twitter and I'm scrolling, I start seeing all these women and I'm like, Cameron Pasha's online. Because he shared about 30, probably he retweeted about 30 tweets of all these beautiful women, a lot of them from like the 1920s or 1930s. So maybe you want to travel back to that time.
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, it does. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So every week we're going to do that. So hell, maybe before the end of this stream, I'll show a past one if you guys are good.
So to expand the segment, should I bring my own next week too? So you can put yours up, then I'll put one.
Yeah,
up too?
just make sure it's not. There's only one rule. It can't be Disney Star Wars. It can't be
no.
that era at all.
Won't be Ahsoka. No. Mm-mm. Nope. Absolutely not. Won't be Kylo Ren either. Nothing like that. None of that shit. No.
Yeah.
All right. That works for me. That works for me. We'll do that every week now.
All right.
Sweet. Yeah, the Empire does sound good right about that, doesn't it? Yeah. He really would, man. It was like literally, I'd swear, for like 2 hours straight. It was just like every so often you would see a picture come through. And you're like, oh, he must be online, just retweeting
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we were backstage a few times, like after Star Trek,
were.
and I'm like, Cameron
Here he
Posh
is.
is online.
He's posting
And then we kind of knew what that meant after a few months. So, yeah.
I know. It's hilarious.
I was actually on a stream with him once.
Really?
Yeah, Drew invited me onto his 500 sub stream, and
Oh, nice.
and he was on the panel. Yeah, it was pretty fun.
I'm going to put the link for the trivia in chat so everybody can go ahead and start jumping in. And because it's Rhino's last day, I think I'm going to go ahead and put Rhinotron together if Megatron's still here and if he's going to play.
Come on, Megatron. Let's pull out a win.
Megatron, my main enemy.
Or a massive loss. I don't really care, to be honest.
Yeah, Drew's a cool dude. He is. He was.
Yeah,
I
we
like
had
that
fun.
stream you had, yeah.
Oh yeah, go back and watch that stream.
It was
from
great.
Like 3-4 weeks ago. Yeah, we talked all kinds of shit. It was great. We broke down the STD and Picard trailers and stuff. It was good.
Nice.
How do I change
STD
teams? It's saying that I'm still Team J.
I'll change you.
Okay.
I'll change you.
Yeah, it's STD, Star Trek Discovery. It's not DSC like the Trek bots will tell you. It's STD.
STD.
That's the literal abbreviation. Star Trek Discovery. It's STD.
Yes, Jack of all casuals. This is my last official stream on the high ground. If you weren't here earlier, it is.
We kicked them off.
Yeah, they decided that they really don't like me anymore and they want to piss me off. So I'm out of here. That's it. Nah. What's basically I just need some time to be able to do some of my own stuff. A lot's changed with the new job and changing my stream around and that sort of thing. And it's just not workable, feasible anymore for me to be able to do this on a constant weekly basis. So it's not to say that I'm going to disappear forever. Like I'll always come on and be a guest, but like host duties and actually having to be scheduled to do this stream, unfortunately, I have to walk away from. So yes, it's a little bit sad, but again, I'm not going anywhere. I'll still be doing my streams. You know, I'll still be coming by. Jeff will still be on mine. Tim will still be on mine. I'll still be on theirs, you know, here and there. So
yeah,
all good. All good.
Oh, come on now. Do your thing here. There we go.
It's all good in the hood.
Hell yeah.
All clean in the stream.
Yep.
All clean in the stream. I like that.
I just came up with that on the fly.
I like that.
We're supposed to have like a
Megatron.
Like a freestyle battle rap at some point in the last 6 months. We came up with that idea. Remember that time that Lyndon rapped on the Dark Council?
Yeah,
that was
awesome.
Badass.
Yeah.
He's like a lyricist, man. MC Hall.
Is Megatron still here anywhere?
I don't know.
I haven't seen him for a bit.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe he's not.
He's drawing.
He probably is. Yeah.
Lost Jedi 22 wants to be on Rhinotron.
Well, it's not Rhinotron Lost Jedi 22, is it?
It's Lost Rhinotron 22. Yeah, Blake, MC Silent.
Yeah.
Man, Lyndon had a video that exploded this week.
Are you Lost Rhino 22, Greg? I'm guessing. Is that you? Oh no, he's Derp. I think he's Derp again this week. I think he is. I think that's what he was last week. I think he was Derp. I remember seeing Derp, like, who's the fuck is Derp? And he's like, yeah, that was me. Yep, that's Derp. There he is.
I'm getting hungry.
Did you watch Mallrats this week, Tim?
No.
You did not? Have you seen it before?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, so before trivia, Tim, I want you to go ahead and bring up the Expand Universe topic that you discussed this week.
Oh, yeah.
You should have like an emergency live stream almost on it, didn't you?
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
everybody's getting loaded up in the trivia and I get the team straightened out. Well, yeah.
Yeah, so let me just show you guys the picture, and we'll put the link in the comments later. But let me show the picture and just kind of talk about it. So I was having a really busy day at work, and I'm sitting here working, and then I kind of checked Twitter, waiting for someone to reply. to some emails and instant messages I sent, and I checked Twitter, checked my messages, and the Expanded Universe, it's out there to share. The expandeduniverse.com messages me, and it was just a link, and it was to an article on their website where they said Heart of the Jedi is available on Amazon. And they also tweeted it out, and I'm like, holy shit. So I go to Amazon, I go ahead and I order 3 right off the bat, and then I put it in about 3 or 4 EU groups and Ryan's Raging Army group and stuff like that. And I'm like, what the hell? What am I going to do? So I went live, and I just said, I'm waiting for these people to reply to me. So I went ahead and went live, and I did a 4-minute stream and talked about it. But basically, this book was commissioned by Bantam by way of Lucasfilm / Lucas Licensing at the time. Probably around 92 or 93, I'd say. Mm-hmm. And he wrote a manuscript, a draft, whatever. And they decided to go with the Truce at Bakura instead. So this never got published. And they didn't tell him. So he had his agent asking what's going on. And they're like, oh, we're not going to publish it. Keep the $10,000 advance. See you later. So basically, for years, this thing was out there, but the expandeduniverse.com had it. So they have a lot of books, not them, but their buddies at StarWarsTimeline.net. They have a lot of books that were never published that you can go out there and read, whether it's a whole book or just chapters and stuff like that, or manuscripts. So this was out there. So basically, Joe Bongiorno from expandeduniverse.com, I think he's like the actual owner of it. I don't know if he and Matt own it together, but they edited the book so that it fit with the rest of the EU, because there was some contradictions, because obviously they went different ways. And this is a paperback. It's not like an ebook or anything, because you can read that on their fucking website. This is an actual paperback. So I ordered 3 of them, because who knows if this disappears in a few weeks.
I know
how much those will be worth. I think I paid 11, and it was Prime eligible.
Book, yeah. Mm-hmm.
It was, I think it was 11. It was Prime eligible.
$11.99 Prime eligible. Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Chuck the link for that in the chat.
Yeah, we're going to.
To.
Yep. So
So Laura posted it for us there.
There we go.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you
and
very
this
much.
thing, again, I want to clarify, it's bootleg. This is not Disney Star Wars product. It's not no money's going to them. This is just money that's going to an independent publisher / bootlegger. But it's actual Star Wars commissioned work. It's not really fan fiction necessarily, because they asked for it to be written. So go buy it and check it out. At the very least, you'll have a piece of history. And I think if this is successful, they're going to do a lot more, because they have other unreleased shit.
That would be fucking awesome. And is this right after Truce of Bakura?
No. Well, around that time.
The time?
Right after, sometime after Return of the Jedi. I don't think that's really established.
Okay.
So it's sometime between that and Heir to the Empire. Awesome. And then there's other stuff, like there's a new Jedi Order novel that was never released. It was supposed to be a trilogy by what's his name? Michael Jan Friedman. That wrote a lot of Star Trek novels. He was commissioned to write a Nightfall trilogy, and it never happened. But I think the first book was complete. They've got that on the website at StarWarsTimeline.net. It would be cool if they could do something like that. So they have a lot of stuff they could do this with. I don't know how they got away with it. They said the same thing on their tweet. So yeah, go check it out.
Nice. We got a $10 super chat from Jock Nerdy. He says, "What up, suckers? Just got off work. You guys behaving? Don't be doing that. That's just boring."
You got off at work?
We never behave here. Never.
Did you use the bathroom when you did that, or?
Thank you for the super chat, Jock Nerdy. I do appreciate that very, very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really up. She says, "Go visit StarWarsTimeline.net." Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, I need to bookmark that. I also need to watch your video before when I get started to get back into it again. Yeah. So yeah. He says, "Tim, that was a good response." Yes, it was. That was a good fucking response. I know it was. But yeah, this is awesome, man. I'm glad they're doing it. I think it's the 4th is when it's supposed to be here.
Yeah, mine said the 3rd. So that's
It might have went up. I'm not sure. I didn't check because I see somebody
that's
saying
Monday. So yeah,
I wonder
for
if
me.
it's changed. Because they were, I can't believe how quickly it was going to ship. Didn't he write somewhere like, "Please don't sue me, Disney. I'm not even making profit. I'm just printing these."
I don't know.
Something like that.
That would be funny though.
I'm checking my Amazon to see if it's gonna
Laura's struggling to put this link in the chat. She's put it in and then she put it in again and there was a space in there.
Strike 2.
She'd be sitting there going, fuck. Oh, that's so annoying. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, it says Tuesday for me. Both of them. We were Tuesday because I ordered 2 copies. So.
Yeah, I suspect they sent it to me and to Ryan and some others because I
ordered mine later in the day after you guys did. Yeah. So.
Yeah, and I put it in in Ryan's Raging Army chat, and he said I ordered 3, but he replied pretty quick, so I assume he also received a message from them. So, yeah, awesome. So thanks to the guys at expandeduniverse.com.
I know, that's awesome. I'm really glad that we're getting that. That's fantastic. That is fantastic. I'm glad that they did that. So
anything expanded universe is better than anything Disney.
Pop Culture Archivist says, "Hail everyone, how you doing?
Hail.
Good to see you." I think everybody's here. Let me check.
That's one of your mods at Full Aussie, right?
I think so. I don't know. I don't know. I can't remember now. All of Lethal's mods.
Let me see if we got how even the teams are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Oh, I gotta change this team. Okay. Okay. There we go. I don't think Megatron is playing right now, so if he shows up, I'll switch you guys over. If he shows up.
Yeah, well. Never mind.
Yes, he says he's about there. Okay.
Nice.
Awesome. I think, let's see, is he back yet? Jack Casual said, "Be right back." Jack, when you're back, let me know.
No, I think he was going to order that book.
Oh, okay. Okay. I think he's playing trivia. I want to make sure he's here when we start.
Awesome.
What are you laughing at, Tim?
Nothing.
Oh, you never seen Mallrats, Mega Jetty? Okay, you're here, Jack. Okay, we'll go ahead and start then.
It's Mallrats is really good.
Yes, it's a good one. It is a good one.
I still think Dogma's better.
Dogma's really good. It's one of my favorites of those. Yeah.
Bloody Christ.
That's a good one. And it's on friggin' YouTube to watch. Like, just literally type in Dogma. The movie's on fucking YouTube. So. I believe that's next week's. No, actually, next week is Chasing Amy. And I haven't seen that since it came out in the video. That's how long it's fucking been since I've seen that. All right, is everybody's ready? We'll go and start.
Go for it.
All right.
Goonie goo.
It's the final countdown. I'm a mod on all 3 of the full Aussie crew, Daniel James says.
Yes, you are.
All righty.
I should retract your wrench from Raging Rhino.
All right, question number 1. Pick the correct word to complete the quote. Brody says, "One time my cousin Walter got this blank stuck in his ass." Literally the first line of the movie. Take his wrench away, Rhino. With all the shit he gives you, I'm surprised you've kept it.
Daniel's a good dude.
Chasing Amy is on HBO Max. Okay, cool, Alex.
I understand that it's all fun.
Yeah. Majority have picked gerbil. The correct answer is cat. Because exactly when he's asking his cousin, Why do you keep getting cat stuck up your ass? And Greg's response is exactly what he says. How else would he get the gerbil out? That's literally the first thing in the movie that he talks about. That's how you know it's going to be good. That's how you know it's going to be good.
Oh, Team J with a big lead to begin.
Yeah, right away, big lead. Right away. Right away. Big lead, straight away. Rhetorical Thrill in first place, SBK in second. Lost Rhino 22 is in third place. Mega Jetty fourth. E-Clay is in fifth. Next question.
How come like everyone didn't get minus 200 that got it wrong?
We're not doing negative points anymore.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. It just kind of was a thing that Greg experimented with, and it just works out better, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That was a long experiment.
Mm-hmm. Question 2. The name of the mall in the film is Eden Prairie Center. What state is it actually located in? Like, where is it actually located?
That's fine,
The real one.
It's probably something that doesn't even make sense.
So majority are saying New Jersey. The actual real mall is actually located in Minnesota.
So they went all the way to Minnesota to film this
yep.
movie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Probably the fucking exterior, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Most likely.
Damn.
Yeah, Team J. Actually, Silent Bob's catching up a little bit there.
Yeah. Hoo yeah. Minnesota.
Minnesota. That's right. I love that. Minnesota.
Everyone talks like that from Minnesota.
I know. Rhetorical Thrill in first, SBK in second, Lost Rhino 22 in third place. Question 3. In the opening credits, each actor gets their own comic book cover for their character. What is the name of the comic that features Ben Affleck's character?
I went really quick because I don't know, so I just like picked one, and I don't think I got it right.
So the majority says The Adventures of Buttman. It's actually D, Buttman Adventures. Yeah. And the butt, the Gene butt, almost looks like a bat symbol. Yeah. Isn't that ironic that he's on a Batman-looking cover?
Yeah.
This? Yeah. Yep.
He probably requested it.
Oh, Laura, you need to see Mallrats.
Oh yeah, you got to see it.
Definitely.
You got to see it. It's great.
It's one of those must watches.
It is. Yep, Jay is still ahead by quite a bit, kind of keeping that distance right there. Lost Rhino 22 now jumps into first place. Rhetorical Thrill second. SBK in third. Lost Rhino 22. Oh yeah, Jason Muses is on Twitch, isn't he? I forgot about that. Next question. After the opening credits sequence, who speaks first? After the opening credits sequence.
God.
Do you speak first or do I speak first?
You talk first, I talk first. Can't understand you with that apparatus. The fact I know that quote sucks. Majority voted for Brody. That would be true if I said who says the first line in the movie, but after the opening credit sequence, it's TS. It is TS, because he pulls up to Brandy's house. Pulls up to Brandy's house.
I got that wrong.
Yep, Silent Bob. Silent Bob is up now. Yeah, Kevin Smith's on YouTube, yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's awesome.
He just cries all the time, though, so... Lost Rhino 22, first place. Rhetorical Thrill, second. E-Clay still in third.
Come on, I need to get another one right. I've only got the very first question right, and it was a guess.
Question 5. Yes, that was a TFA reference. How many times does Silent Bob break through a dressing room and seek when changing? Alex Carthy says his wife and him were Jay and Silent Bob for Halloween a couple years ago. Nice. That's awesome. Majority said 2 times, and that is correct. Twice.
Oh, good. I got another one right.
And you get to see her tits too, so you better. Jay's back in first place.
Yeah.
Lost Rhino 22. Still in first place. Turtle Thrill in second. So the top 3 has not changed. Question number 6.
Tim struggling there.
Yeah, I haven't seen this movie in 20 years.
Yeah.
The dreaded security guard in the mall is LaForce. What classic Western does the character name LaForce come from?
Fuck.
There's so many Westerns.
I included this because when I first watched this with a group of friends I used to watch these movies with, he told us this. He's like, fun fact. And we're like, we didn't ask you for that, but thanks anyway. That's the only reason I picked this question.
I went really quick again, and I think I got it wrong.
Majority say Magnificent Seven, although it's all over the place. The correct answer is Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
Damn.
Butch Cassidy.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
Yeah, this was
one.
a little bit of a reach question, but like I said, it's kind of a question. It's kind of part of what I used to watch with my friends. Team J.
Sorry, man. I'm used to being there.
Greg, I agree 100%. Why is it never an actual fun fact when people actually say that? Correct. People say fun fact. You're like, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Top 3 still have not changed. No
well
change.
done, Laura. Someone who hasn't seen it.
Actually, don't look like that. SPK is in third now, and E-Clay dropped to fourth. Question number 7. What is Renee's last name? Renee is Brody's girlfriend at the beginning of the film. Shannon Doherty.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
She looks hot in this movie, too.
Yeah. For some reason, she's kind of really hot, even though she has like a really flat face.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know. She was just kind of this bitchy ass kicker type chick.
Correct answer is B.
Damn.
Yay. I do remember that name, believe it or not.
Nice.
It just sounds right. Renee Mosier.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mosier.
I know she did disappear. Jay's team is still ahead by a little bit. A little bit. Lost Rhino in first. Rhetorical Thrill in second. SPK in third. My dog is snoring like a fucking train. Question 8. What month is Trish updating in her calendar?
What?
Yeah, they show her like putting the explanations in her calendar of what they are. When she's talking about writing that sex book. She's like, smiley faces when I go down on the guy. Smiley face with lashes is when he goes down on me. Yeah.
I gotta watch this movie again. It's been so long.
Dude, you wouldn't believe how long it's been since I've seen this. I think it was like 2004, 2003. Majority are it's pretty split. The correct answer is D, March.
Damn.
'Tis March.
Fuck.
Trey says
I got it right.
Ben Affleck goes to from being a douche and Mallrats his favorite Batman. Imagine that. I know, right?
Because I was clicking really fast.
Like
Team
in
Silent
Team
Bob
J,
now
well,
jumped up.
away.
Look at that. Keep switching. Lost Rhino 22 still in first place. Rhetorical Thrill in second. SPK.
Look at that.
What?
Yeah, Greg's killing it.
I went from 16 to 8.
Well done. You
Because
dog.
I probably got
Yeah.
like 1,000 points on that because I was literally
Nice job.
clicking
Yeah,
really
it took
fast.
me.
Nice.
And I just happened to click on the right one. So.
You bastard.
Next.
I'll remember some of these eventually.
Question 9. In front of the pet store, how many times has Jay smacked Silent Bob's cigarette out of his hand?
Shit.
Knock it off. Ugh. He's trying to use the fucking Jedi mind trick and shit. He's like, knock it off. Love it. Ugh. It's a great fucking scene. Their introduction to this movie is fucking awesome. Majority said 3. What's up?
I just love those two. They're
Me too.
so funny.
Correct answer is C. 60%.
Yeah, I got that one right.
Nice.
I knew that one.
Knock it off.
It's because he's trying to use the force. I
Yeah,
love
he's
it.
like, he keeps smacking it. Turns around, looks at him, he's like, knock it off. I love it. I love it. Man, the teams are really close tonight.
Jay's
really close
retaking the
tonight.
lead. Yeah.
Yeah. Lost Rhino 22, still in second, or first place. Rhetorical Thrill in second. Greg is killing it tonight, man. Greg is killing it. It's nice to see Greg play, though.
He's backstage. He knows the answers. Everyone. He's cheating.
Question number 10.
Sorry.
Which of these posters is behind Brody's bed?
God.
I
Fuck.
remember Legend. That was Val Kilmer, right?
Tom Cruise.
It wasn't Val Kilmer then?
That's Tom Cruise, I believe.
Oh. What am I thinking of then?
Willow.
Maybe, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Majority says it's Tremors. The correct answer actually is Legend.
Fuck.
It's Legend. Man, we used to watch the movie when it used to come on TNT all the time. All the fucking time. Jay is still ahead of Silent Bob, but they keep switching back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Player rankings. Rhetorical Thrill takes first spot now. Look at that.
Well,
Nice.
he made sure he got one wrong so that it didn't look like he was backstage cheating.
He's like, I'm not letting Rhino do that. Question number 11.
Intentional, people. I can see him in the chat backstage. Don't worry. I'm only joking.
TS put on a hat in the flea market referred to as the Dirt Mall. What is on the hat? I remember watching it last night. I'm like, holy shit, I didn't even remember that. Like, I didn't remember that at all. Majority said D, Clerks, and yeah, he puts on a Clerks hat. Yep.
Fuck
I was like, I didn't even fucking remember him doing that. And we used to watch this movie all the time. Team J still in the lead. Rhetorical Thrill still in first place. Lost Runner 22, real close though behind. SPK in third, E-Clay in fourth, and Tim of the Hill People. Tim F is in fifth place. Question number 12. Anybody like any shout? What lap was Julie Dwyer on in the pool at the YMCA when she dropped dead of a brain embolism?
That was mentioned in Clerks too, right?
Yep. She's fucking dead? Fucking TS's response was great.
I don't know the answer to this. Why don't I know the answer to this?
Majority say C, 700. Majority would be correct. It's
Fuck.
700. Yes. That whole scene is hilarious. She's like, did you tell her that the camera puts on 10 pounds? Yeah, right in mid-backstroke. There you go. That's the rest of the sentence. Yep, that's it. Yeah, I told her when you're in front of the camera, it makes you look fatter sometimes.
Right in mid backstroke, yeah.
In high school, she had the fattest ass. Team J in the lead. Team J's pulling away a little bit this time. Rhetorical Thrill still in first place. Still really, really close. Lost Rhino 22 in second. SBK in third. E-Clay fourth. And Tim the Hill People still in fifth place. You need to watch it, Mega Jetty. You need to watch it. Yes, it does. Soul Assassin does that, 10 pounds. How many cameras were on you? Yeah, that was a line from Friends. Question 13. On Trish's Shannon Hamilton tape that was played on Truth or Date, what is crossed out on the label?
Fuck.
Another time, Silent Bob's trying to use the fucking force. Knock it off. Majority is split between C and D. It is D, Woody Woodpecker.
Fuck.
Ironic that the word pecker's in the title. Team J still in the lead. Player rankings, Rhetorical Thrill still in first place. Lost round of 22 still in second. So it's going to be a fight to the finish. It's more than a half a second, Rhetorical Thrill. I believe so. Question 14. In the bookstore, what is Silent Bob reading?
I think I have a copy of Blunt Man and Chronic in one of my boxes.
Really?
Yeah.
Majority picked Blunt Man and Chronic. The correct answer is Spike, Mike, Slackers, and Dykes. I thought it was Playboy for a second when I was like remembering this. I'm like, it's got to be that. Then I looked it up. I'm like, nope, it wasn't.
That's what I picked. I was like, yeah. Fuck.
Sorry, I put your mind in the gutter, Laura.
I'm doing just what I need to do for my very last.
There you go.
trivia.
Right. That's right. Team J still in the lead. Rhetorical Thrill is still in first place, pulling away by a tiny margin. I know the title of that book is hilarious. Question 15. When will the movie based on Trish's book, sorry, I don't know why I spelled it that way, it's Trish, Trish, Trish's book come out? I wrote the trivia, Mega Jedi. I can look it up. I'm not playing. Yeah, so when will the movie based on her book come out? She says the line. She said the thing. Yeah. Yeah, I wrote the trivia, Meg Jetty. I can look it up. Some of these questions I made, some of them I pulled from a couple of websites. It's easier that way. And quicker. Pretty split here. But both majorities say A or B, and the correct answer is B. The movie will be out that Christmas.
Fuck.
Team J still in the lead.
Surprised I'm not dragging him down.
Oh, Lost Rhino 22 pulls in first now. After that, Rhetorical Thrill in second, SBK in third, E. Clay in fourth, and Tim of the Hill People still in fifth place. I'm not participating, Mega Jetty. I'm not playing.
Yeah, I was wondering what he
I'm not
meant by
playing.
cheating. Like
I'm
he's
not even playing.
He wrote the trivia. He's not.
I know. I'm not playing. Question 16.
Not playing.
What? Sorry, Tim. Why did TS and Gwen go out for as long as they did?
He had a long dong.
He is Lord of the Long Dongs.
Lord of the Cock Rings.
Majority said picked he had cable, and that's correct. She said, I stay with you because you had cable.
Just like in Beverly Hills Cop 2, it's Yo Cable that brought her back.
Yep, exactly. Team J is still ahead. Lost Rhino 22 is still ahead in first place, followed by Rhetorical Thrill, SBK, E. Clay, and Tim of the Hill People. It's very
Fuck that. Fuck that Soul Assassin. Cable was a big deal in the 80s.
No kidding.
We had it in the 80s. We had an A-B switch.
Oh my God, I remember the A-B switch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is it on the right switch? You got to check.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Question 17. How many pairs of underwear did Gwen buy in the lingerie store?
I don't remember that scene. I need to go back and watch it.
Correct. Yes, you do. Joy and Lauren Adams. We didn't have cable till like late 80s or late 80s, though, like almost 90s. We were like one of the last people in our city to get cable.
I had it as long as I can remember because that's how I watched Star Trek.
Nice.
When I was like 3 or 4 years old.
I remember when we had a VCR that had a remote that had like a cable that went to the VCR.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Old school. Old school.
A lot of beta VCRs had that.
Correct answer is 3. She bought 3 pairs of underwear.
Well, that's just fucked.
One for each boyfriend.
Correct, yes. Team J still in the lead. Lost Rhino 22 is still in the lead, right behind his rhetorical thrill. It's still really fucking close there. Really close. Melissa Lord now in 5th place.
Nice. She's been climbing.
Mm-hmm. Question 18. Who said this line in the film? Didn't I just look like Burt Reynolds? There's a response to this question, too, in the film. Majority say B, Gwen. Oh, I'm sorry. Majority say Brody. The correct answer is actually Gwen, because Brody and TS respond, except for the mustache.
God damn it.
The only time you'll ever see Smokey doing the bandit. Team rankings, Team J still in the lead. Not by a lot, though. Not by a lot at all. Lost Rhino 22 still in 1st place. Fucking close, though. Just a couple 100 points. Really close. Question 19. At the end of the film, Silent Bob says a Star Wars quote. Which character is the quote from?
Fuck.
I think I know it.
I think this might have been a softball. I can tell by the percentages in it right now. Majority say Yoda. That is correct. Adventure, excitement. Jedi craves not these things. Love it.
You are restless.
Well, that got a little closer. How many questions left?
6. Teams are fucking close too tonight, man. I wonder why. That's what I thought. Okay. Man, still really, really close with those two. It's going to come down to the fucking wire.
Mm-hmm.
Right down to the wire. Question 20. What is on the sign for the psychic at the Dirt Mall? Ooh. Majority's jumping up and down. There we go. Still majority. Okay. Majority say it's B, Ivana with an H, topless psychic. That is correct. It is B. Third nipple. Team J still in the lead by not by a lot.
Maybe again.
I know, right?
I really do.
Lost Rhino 22 is still up there, but it is fucking close. I love close games like this. I love it.
Mm.
I know. I try. That was a Greg question where I had put the name in differently. Yeah, that's how Greg does it. I pulled a Greg. Question 21. What was the name of Mr. Svenning's game show? Played by Michael Rooker. Mr. Svenning. I had forgotten he was in that movie. I'm like, holy shit, it's Michael Rooker. It's Yondu.
Yeah.
He's played some great fucking characters over the years, too. Really has. Fun fact, the answer to this question was in another question about 5 questions back.
Mm-hmm.
It's B, truth or date. That's the correct answer, truth or date. Man, the teams are fucking close, too. It's because they're each leading the teams.
Rhetorical Thrill and Greg, Last Jedi.
Yep.
Yeah, one of them is in
God, that's close. Holy shit. I know Rooker looks very similar then than he does now. It's crazy. He aged really well. Such a fucking great actor, too. I love Michael Rooker. Question 22. How many times was what, like in the back of a Volkswagen, said? Greg says, go away, Rhetorical Thrill. You already know. You always know she's up there. You always know that. You know that. Majority picked B 3 times, and that is the correct answer. And yes, Trey, Rooker was great in Mississippi Burning. You were correct. 3 times they said, what, like in the back of the Volkswagen? That's correct, yes.
Oh, Rhetorical Thrill. No, I got that one wrong, I think. No way, she says.
Oh, look how close the fucking teams are right now. Good Lord. Averages, man. Yep, lost Rhino 22, still in first place, pulling away by not even nothing. Like, there's no... It's
Maybe
like
not.
really close. Holy shit. Question 23. What is actually on the Magic Eye poster? What is actually on the Magic Eye poster? Like, what's really on it? What is really on it? Oh, man, this majority's popping around. Majority is tied at A and B. People probably picking A because in the movie they keep saying it's a sailboat, but what's really on it is just spheres and other shapes. Bunch of shapes.
Yay, I got one right.
Not really a sailboat. The kids are like, it's a schooner. He's like, it's not a schooner. Schooner, you dumbass. It's a sailboat. Schooner is a sailboat.
Bob took the lead.
Yep. Not in real life, Greg. It is actually just some spheres and some 3D shapes. Lost Rhino 22, still in first place.
Jumped up a bit.
Jumped
too,
by a little bit,
1,000
too.
now.
Absolutely, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Question 24. 2 more questions left. Oh, shit. Hold on. I think I got the wrong questions here. Yeah, okay. So, this is supposed to say, what is the last song you hear played in the movie? Like during the credits. I don't know why it says that. I put the wrong image for the wrong one. I apologize. Majority say it's Suzanne by Weezer, and that is correct. It's Suzanne by Weezer. Team Silent Bob now, up top. Player rankings, Lost Rhino 22, up by a little bit here. 1 question left.
Oh, I don't think Lost Jedi can lose now.
I don't think so, no.
Yeah, 1,000 points will...
Oh,
even if
Alora,
Rhetorical Thrill
thanks for
gets
stopping
it.
by. Have a great night, Alora. Thanks for being here, hanging out.
And I
it.
came last. Runner ended up beating me. Well done, Runner. Oh, there's still one more question.
Yes, there's one more question.
I'll probably get it wrong.
Now, this is the real question. Who has the last line of dialogue in the film? Who has the last line of dialogue in the film? It's actually, when I watched it to get this answer, I'm like, shit, I didn't realize that. I can't believe didn't realize that.
Mm-hmm.
Who wouldn't want to get married at the Jaws, right? That's correct. Saul says it. Ooh, man. This is going to be interesting here, too. Okay. Majority say it's Brody.
No, majority on my screen saying it's Silent Bob.
Okay, Silent Bob. Okay. Guess what? It is not Silent Bob. It's William. Because at the credits at the very end, it says, William finally sees the sailboat. And he goes, yeah? That's the last line of the fucking film. Right there. I had to watch it like twice to go through everything to make sure. I'm like, holy shit, William has the last line. Because he's like, yeah? Like he's surprised. I think that might have gotten Greg.
Silent Bob wins by just...
Team Silent Bob takes it.
Like 50 points, 60 points.
Oh, now we're going to see who the player rankings are.
Yeah, it's all right. I'll feed you. Shut up.
Oh, you got it. Oh, look at the fucking margin on this.
That's tight.
Look at the fucking margin on this.
And I came last.
Holy shit. Good Lord. If you would have gotten one more, just a few more points ahead, Rhetorical Thrill, you would have gotten this, but oh my god, that's fucking close. Holy shit. Gonna have to screenshot that one for sure. That's gonna go down in the books for sure.
Well done, Greg. Well done,
absolutely. Rhetorical Thrill, Greg. Congratulations to both of you guys.
Rhino,
you guys
coming
kicked
last.
ass. Well done, Rhino.
Thanks.
That was
came 7th. Melissa Lord, well done.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think I answered the last two either. So
You don't? Okay.
Yay.
Did you, even though you hadn't seen this movie for a while, how did you remember some of it though?
Like two of them.
Coming up? Okay.
Two of them.
Okay.
The rest were like, it could be anything. I did pretty good on Clerks, because I do remember a lot from that.
I know there was a couple of a little tougher questions in this one, but if you watch the movie in the last couple days, I think you could have gotten these. And I tried to make them a little bit easier. I'm going to try to make them less difficult because sometimes I make them too difficult. I want everybody to kind of have a little bit of a chance with this. So yeah. But congrats, Greg. Mm-hmm. I'm glad you got to play too, man. I'm really happy you got to play. Really happy.
Cats.
Okay.
Be right back.
And I'm actually really happy too that we're doing Chasing Amy next week because I have not seen that in years, and I want to rewatch it again. Everybody tells me that it's much better on like a viewing like later down in life. I'm looking forward to it actually. Blake says you have no idea what's coming for Dogma, LOL, because he's writing the Dogma trivia. Blake's writing that. Yeah, you guys, Greg and Rhetorical Thrill, everybody in Melissa, Tim. Yep, Tim dropped right out of 5th place. Yep. Raging around his last high ground, he has the lowest score. Hey, that's he has to go out correctly, right? That's how he does it. Did he announce that he's actually doing that though? I know he's doing Clerks 3. And the story for Clerks 3 is like, I'm like, okay, that doesn't sound bad. I did not know he's doing Mallrats 2. I don't know. That's going to be interesting. Yeah, Rhetorical Thrill. That'll be interesting to see how we feel after watching it again, for sure. Probably, if what he's saying in the chat is true, most likely, yes. You're going to say F you, Blake. Because he said you have no idea what's coming. Okay, Clerks, I knew, okay, so Mallrats 2 is in the works too, which at their age, it wouldn't work for them to be Mallrats though, would it? Okay, so Greg says it's not even in my top 3 for View School movies, but oddly, I have probably watched it more than the others. Okay. We don't need a Mallrats 2, though, but we didn't think we needed a Clerks 2, and look how good that was. I mean, Clerks 2 was fucking amazing. Dogma's one of my favorites. And I'll run the Dogma trivia so Greg can play that too. So I'll run that one. Oh, Jason Mewes Twitch streams. Okay, that's where you got your info. Nice. That's awesome, Alex. I need to check out his Twitch. Anyone want a chocolate pretzel? That's right. There you go. Wipes the chocolate on his hand after he's given him the stink palm. Love it. Yeah, you definitely have to rewatch this movie, Rhino, after this.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if it's on any of the streaming services.
I don't know. I actually on iTunes they do like there's like $3 or $4 movies every week. There'll be like a highlighted movie for really cheap. I think like 4 or 5, maybe 6 years ago, Mallrats was like $4, so I bought it. So that's how I watched it. But if you need a link for it, Rhino, I can find you a link. Not a big deal. Yep, just send it to me. I'll take care of Blake because I do want Greg to be able to play. So yeah, absolutely. And Dogma is one of my favorites out of all of them. Rhino, I'm with you, man. Dogma is fucking awesome. Mm-hmm. I love it. And yeah, just type up Dogma on YouTube. It's there. I went to YouTube, found it. I used the YouTube downloader and I downloaded it. Yep, thanks for being here, Corey. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you guys for playing trivia. I hope you guys enjoyed it tonight. I enjoyed making it today. It was and rewatching this movie again, it was nice to rewatch it. It had been a long time. Long time. Did your cats get fed?
Yep.
Good.
They're good now.
Good to hear. I'm glad to hear that. It's the same way on Monday nights. If I don't know it and I get my ass kicked in it, it's still fun to play. I'm actually working on a category for Monday night as well, myself. Not this Monday, probably be next Monday, but I'm going to get working on one. Linda Florentino. Yep. There you go. I agree. Blake says, you can listen to the Dogma Director's Commentary on YouTube, too, an audio-only version. Ooh, I'll have to look for that. I do like director's commentaries. Thank you, Tim F. I appreciate that. Oh, man. Did you guys see the Green Lantern stuff that came out today?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I'll share a couple things here. Let's see here. We'll talk about this real quick, and then we'll probably wrap up here since it's getting late. Okay. So, Zack Snyder released this today called Driveway Productions. This is where he shot the Green Lantern scene with Wayne T. Carr. And they had to reshoot Ben Affleck's scene because in the original, when they shot it originally, Ben had green lighting on him because of the Green Lantern showing up.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why they had to reshoot that scene with him coming out to talk to Martian Manhunter. It was going to be Martian Manhunter and Jon Stewart, and I think Hal Jordan possibly as well. But they didn't even approve this. They were like, "No, you can't have Jon Stewart Green Lantern in the movie. You can't do it."
I just see this as Zack Snyder rubbing it in Warner Brothers' face.
Agreed.
Because Warner Brothers dropped their trailer, that other trailer.
Dude, I can't believe how fucking hard that thing got ratioed, man.
Mm. They've taken it down, right?
Yes, I didn't see it. There's screenshots all over online, though. It's all over. But yeah, it was over. I think it was over 60,000 downvotes. I'll have to check Lyndon's. See, I put it in one of our group chats, and I think. No, I did not. But no, Lyndon did a video on it. Really, really, really good video on it. So did Ryan. But yeah.
Like I said, I just think that it's stupid. Like people wanted the Snyder cut. this is obviously a part of what he wanted to put in it.
Yeah.
And they still didn't get that. It's like release the Snyder Cut, or release the Snyder Cut.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's just, you know, and I talked about this on the Full Aussie last night. Like, I don't understand why Warner Brothers doesn't want to do what the fans are willing to pay for. Like, it just doesn't add up as a business decision. It just doesn't. It's so ridiculously beyond my concept of fucking how things should be working. Like,
I know.
It's just stupid. And like I said, I just think that this is Zack going, fuck you guys. Like, seriously, fuck you guys.
Yeah, the whole thing with the trailer that was released online for Justice League, it was just kind of a spit in the face to him a little bit, in my opinion. And he's not happy with it either. He said he actually came out in some comments and said it was crossing the line. It's pretty shitty that they did that to him.
Fucking oath.
Yeah, it is. It's really bad. But people have been sharing some great stuff about this today, and I want to bring one up. I just closed out the wrong fucking one. Let's see. Let's pull this one up for Tim here. The fact that they gave him the fucking fade, like just to match that and everything.
I don't know who is this guy? He doesn't remind me of
T. Carr.
I don't know. He doesn't look like he's in good enough shape to be Jon Stewart. I don't know.
I think it's hard to tell with those pajama things on, man, to be honest.
Yeah. I would have picked someone else. Just like, I don't know. We didn't see it. Let me just put it that way. Just looking at him, it's like...
Would you have picked a white guy?
No, because it's Jon Stewart. But...
No, I know.
Well, just like with Guy Gardner, like, oh no, they had to use a white guy. Well, it's Guy Gardner.
It's Guy Gardner. I know.
No one says that Jon Stewart can't have his own show, but Guy Gardner is a great character too.
He is.
So,
I do. I still think my favorite is Jon Stewart of the Green Lanterns. I think so.
Yeah, I like Jon Stewart a lot, but this guy, I don't know, this actor, he just looks, he's not how I would have imagined Jon Stewart looking.
Well, look, I got to give Zack Snyder some credit for his casting choices. So if he thought that this person was the best person for the role and we haven't actually seen what he can do, well, I'm going to give Zack Snyder the benefit of the doubt and say that it probably would have been at least decent, in regards to casting. So I don't know. I just think it's stupid. Warner Brothers, like, why? You've already established that you want to have like your separate your multiverses and stuff like that. So you've already established that you can basically say, okay, well, this isn't real, this isn't canon, this isn't where we want to go from here. But to say to Zack, you can't put this in, is just stupid. I don't understand that.
Hey, Maury Kitty.
Was that because he filmed it in his backyard and it wasn't on a set and nobody made any money from the filming or the shooting of it?
It's because they didn't want him to be able to use this. They didn't want him to be the first one to introduce Jon Stewart Green Lantern into a DC film. They wanted it to be their shitty DC films that he.
But the other thing too is they didn't want the fans to get really excited about seeing this.
I know.
And be like, oh my God, all right, where are we going from here? Like it would have amped up that whole restore the Snyderverse even more seeing this scene.
Yep.
So, again, but it's still just beyond me how a company like this can be so self-destructive to their own creativity, their own what they want to produce. I just don't understand that. And then, they want to bring J.J. Abrams in so he can have his Black Superman and not use Henry Cavill at all. And it's just silly. Like, it's honestly just stupid. The virtue signal is so important. It's more important than telling just a good, consistent, decent story.
There's the time that Rhino played Guy Gardner.
Yeah.
That's right. And I was Martian Manhunter.
Whitewashed Jim.
I love that.
No, Guy Gardner's white. He's a redhead.
Yeah, he's a redhead.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought
He's
it
like
was that black dude.
a real jerk.
Guess Jeff,
And
I know about DC.
Jeff is Martian Manhunter, and I'm Captain Marvel, of course.
The real Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually found the font, for Justice League comics.
I love that.
Yeah.
Rhino versus Disney showdown. I love.
Yeah.
that so much.
What else did I do?
I love when you cut promos for our show. Yeah.
Who watches? That was already there because Watchmen was like a thing when that came out, and then instead of DC, I put HG up here, and then I even changed this. The Comics Code Authority. Canadian $1, UK 40 pounds, Australia 2,000 because your exchange rate is so shitty. Approved by the
Law.
authority.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's like a major deep cut there.
Nice
But
job, dude.
no.
That's badass. I love Tim's promos.
I don't think I spent a long time. Like I do this, I crank this shit out like in 20 minutes because I've been messing with paint for 25 years, so 30 years.
This is a response today from Zack on a comment on Vero. This guy says, "Thank you, sir, for everything. WB does not deserve you at all," and he says, "Nor want me." Imagine when they lose. I mean, there's a lot of people that are wanting to. He still said yesterday, "Don't give up. Don't ever give up hope. Keep fighting for it." So
Yeah.
it's hard.
Well,
It's hard. When they throw out the fucking
again, if we're
Justice
able to
League
get,
trailer.
if we're actually able to get the 4-hour version of the Snyder Cut, we know now that it wasn't like the complete thing that Zack wanted to do, but obviously it was enough of what he wanted to do, and they've seen the success from that. There were people out there that thought that was never going to happen. There were people out there that thought it never existed.
I know.
The hope was pushed out there. So,
What's up?
Tim?
I'll keep going, and then I'll tell you my thought.
No, I was done.
So here's why Green Lantern, whether it was Hal Jordan or John Stewart, wasn't in it. They had the Martian Manhunter, right? And he's green. The Green Lantern is green. That's too much green because of the whole affiliated with Geeks and Gamers thing. So that was too much green to have in the film, and they said, "Nope, you can't do that."
Wonder Woman's like, "I don't think so." We
And
can't do
green's
that.
and green's my favorite color, hence
That's
why
right.
everything's green. So maybe it's all that. Interesting.
No, Tim F. They're gonna realize down the road when they keep pumping out the shit they've been pumping out. I mean, look at what Wonder Woman 84. Look how panned that was by a lot of people, even some critics. They announced a sequel the next, like that same fucking weekend.
Yeah.
That sequel's not happening, by the way. It's not going to happen. Patty Jenkins is doing Star Wars now. They are not. She's not going to do Wonder Woman 3.
Patty Jenkins.
No. Yes, look at that. Greg's connecting dots here. Money is green, and they don't like it. There it is, right there. Look at that. Look at that.
Interesting.
Greg connecting the dots. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. It's just, it sucks. Of course, I'd love to see the restoration of the Snyderverse, but if we don't get it, at least we got to see the 4-hour cut of Zack's cut. I'm glad we did. So, I am.
Well, it's definitely better than Justice League, and I do hope that they do actually release the air cut, at least for the sake of actually having a bit of continuity between the stories.
Yes.
And they've got Suicide Squad 2 coming.
That's right.
I don't know how that's going to fit in. And I was talking about this last night in regards to, Marvel did it really well in regards to just having one consistent storyline for 10 years and everything connected and all of this sort of thing. They didn't dive into the multiverse or anything like that. The problem with DC is because of everything that they are doing and all the meddling that they're doing, they're actually forced into opening the multiverse and saying, okay, this is separate from this and this is separate from that. And this is where they start to lose the normie audience because they can't keep up with it all. And then if you start adding in some of the TV series and having to make them connect, which is now where Marvel's taking their shit, it's going to just disconnect a lot more of the normies because, they just want to see the movies. They just want to go out one night, have a good time and see a Marvel movie. Or see
they seem to be
movie.
unwilling to want to manage it,
Yeah. Yeah.
And
it's
that's
too
again,
late. It's fucked.
but that's the stupid thing about it as well, is the fact that they're not even willing to. It's all about the virtue signal. I've been talking about it all weekend. All they care about is the virtue signal.
Mm-hmm.
The ability to say, we've got a black character, we've got the first ever black superhero, we've got the first ever woman superhero, we've got the first this, we've got the first that, we've got the first LGBTQ superhero, we've got the first this, what? Who cares? Is it a good character? Is it a good story? No. So no one fucking cares.
Yeah.
I put that back there.
Cool.
I found that earlier.
Nice.
I found that this week. I'm like, I'll put that back here.
Anyway.
Next to Annabelle.
Yeah,
we're going to wrap it up, Rhino.
Yeah.
Straight to you.
Well, everyone, thank you for coming tonight. We had no guests, which was kind of nice. It was just nice having the three of us, and especially being my last official stream on the high ground. If you weren't here earlier, it is my last official stream here. So again, thank you everyone for everything. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Greg. Thank you all you guys in the chat. Obviously I'm still doing my shit. We're still going to be working together. We're still going to be doing stuff together. So yeah, don't laugh about that. It wasn't funny. But no, thank you everyone for coming tonight, especially. Tim, what have you got coming up?
I've got my documentary coming up. Again, I made a tweet earlier tonight before I left to go to the wedding. I finished the conclusion and 4,000 words, and that's without reading all the various passages I'm going to read from different publications. So it's going to be pretty long. It's going to be long, probably 45 minutes, I would say.
I can't wait.
Cool. It's a documentary. It's good.
Yeah, it's going to be, I think it's going to be interesting for anyone to watch. It touches on many different franchises. I think the only ones that I actually bring in, it could apply to any of them, but the only ones I bring in, Star Trek, Star Wars, DC, Marvel, Lord of the Rings, stuff like that. It's going to have a lot of pictures and everything. And I just think it's, long man video. I think it's going to be an interesting video to watch. I've certainly had fun researching it and creating it. And I feel much more knowledgeable about stuff like Lord of the Rings, where I was more of a casual fan. So, I can't wait to do that.
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, spacing next Friday night. We had one last night. Go watch the replay. Beyond that, nothing really planned.
Cool.
I think that's enough.
Everything that Tim does over there, he can't release a video every single day or anything like that. But when he does release videos, they're good. And of course, his streams. Yes, may the force be with you, Jack and More Casuals. So yes, everyone go and subscribe to Tim, Open Air Like Policy. Jeff, what have you got coming up, my friend? What are you doing this week?
Tomorrow night we have, later today, I guess you could say, we have Star Trek, and I pulled it up just so we can see here. We got When the Bow Breaks and Home Soil are the episodes for tomorrow night.
Nice.
I was expecting that. I was expecting that. It's still fun. If you guys come join us.
Yeah, it's fun.
We still have a fucking blast. The chat's really good. The chat's put out zingers like every 5 minutes, and we just have a really good time watching the episode. We're getting a decent crowd on Sunday nights too. It seems to continue to grow like every few weeks. So yeah. But my computer's back. I'll have more videos coming out this week. No Jason on Cantina. It'll be just me unless Tim can find the beer I'm having him look for. We'll do one together. If not, but yeah, then look for just some more videos for me this week, much more news videos I'm going to try to get out. So just keep an eye for that. Just subscribe if you haven't. If you're here watching and you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd appreciate it.
Yep. Awesome. Everyone subscribe to the Geek Blend. And yes, as for me this week, I'm probably just going to clip out. I might talk a little bit more about it, but I'm probably going to just clip out my rant from this stream regarding Luke's hand. I just want to put that out there as a video and have my thoughts just out there as a video. It might reach a few more people. So I'll probably drop that this week. I will be also doing my reactions to the High Ground trailers. I know I've been saying that for the last couple of weeks, but I did take this last week off and I was going to do it. That's what I meant, sorry. High Republic. And we've also got, it's May the 4th this week. I know that Star Wars Day for a lot of people, and even myself, is May the 25th. But it is Star Wars Day, and they are releasing.
It's not Disney's.
They are releasing the Bad Batch on that day, so I will be watching that and doing reviews. Again, I've talked about how in the Clone Wars, one of my favorite things of the Clone Wars are the clones. I don't mind their storylines and everything. It definitely humanizes them a bit more and gives them a bit more depth when it does come to the movies. But it's more to see what they're going to do and how they're going to sort of screw up some sort of lore or some sort of aspect of anything. If it's fine, it's fine, I'll tell you. But I got no faith in Disney Star Wars whatsoever. I got no faith in Dave Filoni whatsoever. So we'll see what he does with this. And then, of course, Casual Rage will be back next week as well. Thursday night if you're in the States, Friday afternoon if you're in Australia. That will be back in full swing next week as well. And, of course, you can catch me on the Full Aussie on Saturday nights or Saturday mornings if you're in the States on Lethal's channel. So thank you, everyone, again. Closing out, I can't thank everyone in the chat enough. I can't thank Jeff enough. I can't thank Greg enough. I can't thank Tim enough. We started this thing all together. I know there's only one left now out of the OG, crew. Tim, you've become a very welcome part of, the family that we've sort of created here. It's been awesome. And, again, it's not goodbye. It's just I'll see you later.
Yeah.
So, again, thank you, everyone in the chat, and for all your love and support and everything. It's greatly appreciated beyond words. Absolutely. So thank you.
Well, thank you, Rhino, for all the fun times you've given us here on the High Ground and the Raging Jedi show. It's been a blast, man. We're definitely going to miss you, but definitely be seeing you on Casual Rage, and I'm sure you'll pop in and out as a guest here.
Absolutely.
But I do appreciate everything you've done for us, man. I really do. Thank you so much. I'm glad to call you friend. You've been a great friend. Really fantastic friend. So
thank you.
Yes, definitely.
Appreciate that. Appreciate all of that.
We will see you guys next week for the High Ground. Me and Tim will be back. And of course, tomorrow night, don't forget Star Trek stream. We will see you guys next time. Hope you guys have a great Sunday.
Later.
I have the high ground.
You underestimate my power.
Don't try it.
I know.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.